Welcome to the West, a Dishonored RPG campaign that we host every week on Wednesday night. Wednesday. Every week.
Sometimes
You didn't-
with audio problems.
You didn't hear that. Did I just say Wednesday? I didn't. I
used
said
to be
Saturday.
Wednesday.
What's that?
Used to be
I
Wednesday.
did. Muscle memory, man. We host it on Saturday nights, 7 o'clock. But here we are, last session. Two of you all got out of prison. Is it breaking out of prison if somebody gives you the tools to do so?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Probably.
What do the people outside of... Oh, wait. Oh, you were in prison. So you say it is...
It's like baking.
Yeah.
It's like baking, the tools into a cake.
The
and
cake.
then they break out. So they're
Right,
still
but
breaking
like,
out.
is it getting out of prison if a guard does that for
Well,
you?
well,
Yeah.
think about it.
Yeah.
If they walked back into the city, they would get rearrested.
Hypothetically.
So
It's still a
Well,
breakout
maybe say
because
it's
I
a
broke
breakout.
the bars
Maybe it's not
and
a jailbreak.
It's a cheap breakout.
cheap breakout.
Yeah, it's the discount.
Because they didn't do it by their own
Walmart
merit.
Right. Okay, cheap
We
breakout.
did it by
Walmart
his
break.
merit.
Prison break.
So there was a prison break, but you guys didn't do the breaking out. Somebody
Well,
else
he did
for
the
you.
breaking out
version.
after
Break some stuff.
somebody cracked
You did
it.
break some
Really?
stuff.
There was breaking involved.
It's like when you break an egg, you smack
He
it
did
on the
turn a log into
table,
sand.
Just gotta make it
and
up.
then they handed it to us, and then we split the egg.
Okay,
It
there
was
we
a
go.
jail split.
I want to see a character now that's just like jailbreak, and then the person just tries to break things in the jail.
I'll do that.
Like, that's
I'll do that.
Yeah, that does sound like a sad thing.
There we go. This is the next campaign issue
Anyways.
because we're not going to get arrested again.
Two of you all escaped prison using some help from the inside through. Oh, why am I forgetting his name? I apologize.
Phillips.
It is Phillips. I wanted to call him Nichols for some reason. But, yes. Head Watchman Phillips, a friend of Lee Barrett's, helped you guys out. And then Anton used a void portal to escape, which is very handy. You all reconnoitered at the Sybil Hastings airship, the Premier, and you started talking about plans. What's next? What's going on? You met the Pervasion Mole Demas again, who filled you in on what the next step of the inversion looks like. Something we forgot to mention in session, but that he would have told you, is that he would have revealed that there is indeed a mole inside the Protectors, who has revealed the location of Countai, where all Protectors should be right now. So it's a bit of a fish in a barrel kind of situation.
I bet it was Ren.
It's very easy to bomb a fish in a barrel. A bunch of fish in a barrel.
That is true. Okay. Another revelation that occurred. Anton tried to mark himself. I mean, I guess you were marked, but you attempt to get it back to you. It kind of worked. You have all your powers back, believe it or not. But you also have essentially committed very costly and dangerous magic. LG saw what you did and essentially told you you have about a month to live. That essentially, without or trying to open a void connection like that on your own, is essentially just tearing your body apart. So, that is what we ended on. He said this privately, so you don't necessarily have to tell anyone about that, and I think you guys both agreed that you wouldn't tell anyone about that. So that's where we're going to resume, is with Anton and LG heading back into the Premier.
I'm just saying we need some way of figuring out exactly where they're going to be when. We can't make Alvin into the new outsider until the rest of the Pantheon's gone. So we need to either figure out where the last outsider they're going to visit is, or maybe free one of the outsiders beforehand if we can find a way to do so. We need some way of figuring out where to set the trap.
Wait. Okay, so we probably have more information on that back at Countai.
Can we
There
wait
should be
that
only
long
a
to set
few
the
left.
trap?
What's that?
Can we wait that long to set the trap?
I don't know, but I mean, it's going to take a long time to build a ritual slab, I suppose. I could risk a radio communication.
What is it you think they're going to know that we don't?
Which outsiders are left? I have no way to just tell, like, how many... I mean, last time I checked, there were, like, 4, but I haven't been I don't have some, like, magic way to tell how many outsiders are remaining.
The demons, have they said anything to you about it?
Good question. Yeah. Let's see here. There's only 2 left when I was last there. The
Cool.
carpenter and the pugilist.
So it's gotta be one of the 2. If
Well,
we can,
that's good.
if we can take one of them out, like, if we could figure out their name, then maybe we could isolate the last one.
Yeah. I think, there was someone back at, who will be at Kaunai now, that I believe actually knew the carpenter
Before?
before. Yeah.
Well, they'd obviously know their name.
Yeah, that's true. This was kind of before we knew, well, before I knew that it would actually be a proven method to get outsiders out.
What about the pugilist?
The pugilist could be our trap.
I don't know anything about the pugilist.
Pugilist has to get out somehow.
Agreed.
Would we be able to like reason with one of them or like talk with them? Like, I
Have
mean,
an outsider give us their own name?
no, I mean like
How much of their magic?
just have them be like, can you like hang
Yeah,
out
I'm not sure
here?
that's-
I guess. I mean,
Talvin's gonna know if they're not outsiders anymore.
yeah, I mean he's coming to hunt them down, so we.
It's not gonna be much of a hunt. When we went into the Void Divine Leo, he was frozen there. Like stuck in the Void Stone.
Oh, I was
Right.
meaning.
There's
oh,
a difference
yeah.
between someone's original body
Yeah.
and their outsider form.
Oh.
So they're
but
So we're retrieving the bodies.
right.
What
okay.
is
is he? So is he going after the bodies? Because you
Yes.
mentioned.
Can you
him-
not kill the outsider form?
No. As far as
Is
I
it
can tell,
even-
no.
A body? What is that?
I need more research time on that. No one really knows about that.
Fair enough.
Guess we all have theories.
Second body.
Could rest the Void.
Maybe.
Most common theory on that is that it essentially is a form of the void, so it is thus incorporeal. So it's yeah.
Information about people and things, right?
Hmm?
You find information about people and things, right? Information you shouldn't know. Could you figure out their names?
I'm not sure. I can try. I just need something to write with or draw with, paint
Then
with.
we'll make that happen, but that'd be faster than going all the way to Kantai first.
I'm not sure that I wouldn't need
Could.
to have seen someone who knew. I'm not sure if the void just gives me anything I ask for.
Would you have to know what the person looks like first?
I don't know. I'm not sure how it works entirely. I've been working with a different form of this for a long time. I haven't been working with the newer form that I have.
Are there any
Oh.
protectors out near there that can reach out to hit that person beforehand?
What do you mean reach out? Oh, possibly. I mean, I could literally just go over and talk with them via the radio. This doesn't strike me as too crucial information, because I mean, Talvin won't stop us from saving the outsiders. His goal isn't that the outsiders are all killed. His goal is that they're away. He won't care if we just free one.
But it
He'll
was
kill
not-
him if we don't save him first, but he won't stop us from saving him.
He'll know which outsider we're going for next, and he can ambush us.
That's true,
We're
but he's
ambushing
going
him.
for them anyways. From his perspective, even if we were saving both of them,
Of course, but
We're
he
doing
also
him a
wants
favor.
us.
Right
he also
now-
wants us out of the way.
He might not know that we're going there.
Uh.
He might not know that we're going to the void and doing all this.
What
If we play
Demas
our cards
said
right, by the time he knows, we'd be more prepared of the two.
right now, what Demas said anyway is that he's on the way to try to find a way to get the pup into the Void. He can't yet.
no,
We need to start worrying when that's a possibility.
no, they're in the void
He's
right
just-
now.
It's,
You said he was on the way to the ruins.
Right, but it's been proven before. He's been there.
you know that he can just go wherever he wants as fast
Yes,
as he
but
wants.
Talvin alone is not as much of a threat as an entire airship.
No, I'm just saying. By now, they would have gotten there. It took me time to escape. There's been time since I got here. With
And
where we
the
were
template is
heading.
a lot more sparse than we thought.
That's right. I mean, I have no idea how long it will take for them to traverse the void, but
Sybil, do you have any graph paper or anything that Anton could draw on?
yeah, obviously. And
We need those names.
Right.
she would get out some drafting paper for you.
All right. I will try to ask the void what the names are. I think.
So I'll just pat me on the shoulder. We got this.
Does that take 2 mana? I think.
What is the question?
What are the names of the remaining 2 outsiders?
This is actually one time you do spend 2 mana, but you draw a blank. It doesn't seem like there's a way to, at least for the void, to give you an answer on 2. If you remember tell me about how many times that you've used this feature before, because I know you did it a little once upon a time with Argon.
I did it maybe a couple times, but not that much, honestly.
Okay. Roll a study void lore check. I will. No, I was just about to budge and give you quickly, but. But. Welcome back, M. Sam Durham. Good to see you again.
Hey, man.
Hello.
Hey, it's our new internet friend.
Welcome.
Back again.
This is probably Cleverly.
Oh shoot, that's a big difference.
Oh, hey, Chloe, would you mind full screening that, just so we could possibly see the chat? It's there's a mouse on like the ottoman here.
You want it?
There we go.
We have a TV with
The
a
transfer is restricted.
stream on it. So
We
we
do.
Wow.
Look at that.
Hey, nice.
Woo! There we go.
Oh.
See you again. Yeah.
Getting
Nice
all
to
the
see
bad
you
luck
too.
now.
This is like tauntingly bad luck. It's like this could have been really
Oh, this is,
bad.
like, slightly
Instead, it's
off
just
scene.
bad.
It's alright, it's alright.
Yeah, it's very off sync.
I was like,
Yeah.
why am I looking at myself but I'm not?
Yep.
That was confusing. That was tricky. Okay.
Okay. What'd you get on that check? Difficulty of 2. Nothing.
We rolled 2 19s.
Yeah.
He's getting out the bad
It
luck.
might take someone else to understand your own power, but you don't.
Oh right.
You don't know really how this thing
I'll
works.
go to LG, who probably has a higher void lore. Maybe see if Heisel can be in there somewhere as well.
I was gonna say 4
Sure.
or 5.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And you're like, I don't know why. I don't know exactly how it works fully. Like I said, it didn't work.
How have you used it in the past?
I've asked where Argon was.
And what'd you get in response?
Honestly, it was just an image of Argon with a map and sort of his conquest plans or something.
Do you remember what kind of question you asked? Like, was it who is Argon? Why is Argon?
It was
How is our...
Yeah, how is Argon?
it was where.
Why is good?
Where is Argon?
It was where? Okay, well, you got a map. I mean, probably indicated where he was. I mean, did it have enough detail to show you, like, where the map was?
It was kind of an area.
Okay.
There
Alright.
was, I mean, he had a thing that he put on a place.
Yeah. Didn't you ask something about Lord Talvin one time? You did.
Anton would remember. It has not been nearly as long for him as it has
Yeah,
been for me.
unfortunately, I don't remember the exact details either. Okay, so what was the question you asked this time?
What are the names of the 2 outsiders?
Okay. There you go. 3 successes from LG. He gets a momentum. Sounds like you're getting a scene of something that has actually occurred before. How can you get a scene in your mind of... Well, it sounds like there's no possible real example of, like, one of their names or something like... Or both of their names in the same scene, I guess would be the word.
So they probably didn't both write their names on the same registry or something.
Right, yeah, that hasn't happened. Unless they knew each other, which odds are they didn't.
So would it work if he just asked one at a time?
Hypothetically. I mean, that's the
Alright.
way I see it.
Should I ask one first?
The carpenter.
Right. I will ask for the name of the carpenter.
All right.
Spend more mana.
You're gonna burn through mana really fast when we get to the void. You're gonna need some elixir.
I know. Everything that I can do is practically. It just all takes.
It's like being a spellcaster, man.
I know. It's a good thing that I spent this entire time making my mana max pretty decent. Okay, so I assume I have to roll for this one as well? Or, wait, no. What was I
You
rolling
just do
for
it.
before?
You were
Okay.
rolling to
I
understand.
was rolling to
what
understand
happened,
what I
right?
did. Roll to understand yourself. Anton does not.
Okay. So what is the exact question you are asking?
What was the name of the carpenter before?
All right. You would get a vision of a storefront, actually. And the sign up front, well, you would actually see in the window just examples of various furniture. You do have to paint this. That is something
Right.
mandatory with it. Okay. So I will allow sketching. So you start to sketch this, and you always start with kind of the general scene before getting into the details. Heisel, go ahead and roll a study. Cleverly, I'll allow. Wait a second. No. Why am I saying you? Lee Barrett. Do a study.
You're just getting passed over.
I know.
Cleverly or carefully, with a hidden focus
Nope.
of
I already
5.
have this.
Ooh.
Mhm.
Barrett's like,
She's still on like a day and a half of no sleep. She's
Study
that
carefully.
looks like graphite.
3 successes.
Nope.
So you would immediately start to recognize the architecture before, honestly, with a 3, that's not a 4, of what Anton's drawing. You know, this is a store in Draper's Ward, which is essentially like the shopping quarter of Dunwall. You were in Dunwall, so you just start to recognize the location already.
That's Dunwall.
And he's not even done with the drawing yet.
I'm just
it's
like-
like literally a storefront.
Like sort of spacing, like just focusing on it. Like Dunwall's not a name.
Well, that's a detail at least.
Doesn't help.
I know that place.
Who owns it?
Who owns it?
See, that's the question. Is this? I will say with just a 3, you don't know who owns it. The fact that you do know it's Dunwall is pretty astonishing because you're pretty well traveled. You don't
Actually,
seem to know who it belonged to. That being said, Anton's still drawing and essentially filling in the details.
I mean, let's
Does
see.
Barrett know if it's still around or if it was affected by the war?
Chances. It could have stuck around. It's a toss-up. Some places ingratiated themselves
he
to the
was-
new
'Cause
occupiers.
he was in Dunwall well after the war. Like things
Oh,
had
really?
settled down.
Okay. Yeah, I forgot about that. Oh. Yes, it was around after the war.
I know where that is. I've been there.
And who owns it?
I don't.
Wait. So you know the exact location?
Yes.
I mean, he could
We don't
transfer
even
the
need to
void there.
use the radio for that. Nice. Okay, great.
Let's wait and see if there's a name in the drawing first, and if not, then
There
we can
is
go
indeed.
to Dunwall.
You draw. Everyone's like, I think I know where that is. I know where that is.
Let's go right
I
ahead.
know the location. And I was like, that wasn't the question.
So you actually, essentially, draw a sign, and it just says, Irwell's Furniture. No, it's just a last name. This is no good.
I mean, would the last name be enough? I just used Leo's first name.
You just said
did?
no. You didn't say
Really?
Leaner. You didn't say.
No, you did say.
I mean, I could have said a few things. I was a bit panicked at the time, but
That's fair. Well, hey, I will say the drawing is officially done. You have all the information from that question.
I'm going to move on to the pugilist. Grab another.
Wait. You said that store's still there, right?
It was as of a few years ago.
Okay.
It was in Dunwall.
Interesting.
Anton's now working on.
Why
the
don't
picture
we
of the
just
pugilist.
go there?
That would take a lot of mana. Take a lot of time. He's already working on another painting after having asked the same question of the pugilist.
Okay.
Fast.
He wants to. So let's
All right.
make the mana.
Okay, so you have that drawing done. You've got another drawing squared away. And you immediately start drawing what looks to be a fighting arena. Honestly, with a name like the Pugilist, that kind of makes sense. Looks like a boxing arena. Very dimly lit. Lots of different people in the crowd. But surprisingly, the person in focus in the drawing it's not the two fighters in the arena. It's actually someone essentially standing behind one of the corners. But it would indeed be... Oh, wait. It would be the pugilist. And in the background of this image, you would see various banners advertising the fight currently held. That being said, it's not the name of the figure in focus because he's not one of the fighters. Let's see. Sorry, it's been a while since I've fleshed out the complete lore on the Outsiders. I'm mostly just doing it from memory, and I have it in an official lore document that I need to pull up.
Also, you're totally
So-
right about the first and last name thing.
So
So can Barrett roll
You did.
another check
Yeah.
to see if he can remember the store owner's name? Because his fiancée at the time was the daughter of a
That's
businessman,
what it was.
and he spent a considerable amount of time with that family getting to know them and their acquaintances. So can you roll another check to see, because he has a last name now, if he met him and knows his first name?
Yeah. I don't know. What was the business in?
I don't remember. I think it was along the line of textiles, like...
That's the right answer. Yes, you can make the check. Purely because of the fact that it was textiles.
Mhm.
It's Draper's Ward.
Okay. Is there
Difficulty of 3.
difficulty of 3? Is there any hidden focuses or...
Yes. Dunwall focus of 5.
Okay.
Yelling at every
4 successes.
4! Get 1 point of momentum.
Haha.
It's not a he you're thinking of. The woman who owns the furniture store, the carpenter herself, is named Helen.
My mom.
Okay.
Helen Irwell.
My mom's name is
Bert's gonna wait until Anton finishes his new painting.
I thought you said Bert.
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 Bert Nerney.
Bert.
That's the pugilist's name.
Bert. Barrett went to France. He's beret now.
Billy. Oui, maggots.
Frenchman staring at you. Why are you in the name of a hat?
Okay, so there you go. You have the name.
As Anton's painting, he's just gonna lean over and say, "Her name is Helen, by the way."
Helen Irwell?
Wow. Okay. Man, I kind of wish we did this earlier. This is amazing.
Well, no one asked. Keeping going on the second.
We're doing it now, and now it's
Sorry, I didn't know the full extent of what you could do, Anton.
Well, it increased, to be fair.
Anything on pugilist yet?
I'm working on it. You can see.
I know, I'd be like peeking over her shoulder.
Can Heisel do a check to figure out if she just knows? Because she's like in
Knows
the
a
underground.
random fighting arena?
Well,
Yeah,
you
maybe.
dealt with the underground of at least
wait,
one
Sam's like,
continent.
wait, it's a
Not
fighting arena?
really.
Kind
Yes.
I don't know if it's
Not
I
like
was a
those fight
charlatan.
people.
I wasn't
No,
like
What I mean is
a
like,
spider.
you understand a little bit about the streets. Maybe you know something about a street fighter. Or might have heard a name. I don't know.
I would personally believe it would be on Heisel's knowledge, but if DM gives it, DM gives it.
Maybe he's a coach, so he's older, so you would know.
Yes, that Sab goes and checks.
Everyone's staring
I
at
love the
painting.
idea that in my mind, Sab is
Figure out
like
this guy's name
this
too.
relic of an old time, and then I like check, and he's like not that much actually like canonically younger than you guys were. So like it was just that he was in your childhood, and that's all he remembers. That's basically it.
Sab, could you ask an owl?
No one would be able to recognize this fighting arena.
Okay.
It is in Circonus.
Sab takes the owl. Hootie.
Oh.
Hoots. Wake up.
You are not getting response.
Hoot. Oh. Hoot.
No, that was just a personal petty thing. Hoots. I'm not giving you an answer.
I'm not
Calling
giving you an
Hoots.
S. Ah, fine. Hootie. Do you
Fine,
recognize
Alice,
this? Is there anything that can help us with this?
Does he show it, like the picture?
Yeah, of course she does the
Points
picture.
the owl.
He points the owl at the
The
picture.
wooden owl.
Yes!
I like how Anton's
He
like,
needs to
I'm just gonna paint
Sab
the
just
names
looked
of
at
these
them
people
all
real
and
quick,
looked
and
at
everyone's
them.
like,
He
yeah,
needs to
yeah,
see
and then
it.
Sab's like, I'm gonna use my owl to determine where it is, and everyone's like, ha ha ha, funny.
And he's like, actually, it's in Zirconis. And we're all like,
It's just funny because we're doing the same thing basically.
yeah.
Like, in a way they are, but like in a very...
It's just a different
Mine's just like
flavor.
a guy's knowledge, I think, basically. It's just
Mm.
a man's knowledge, where he's like the voice
So,
knowledge.
does Hootie know?
Give me a second.
I'm sorry,
a
does the
moment.
wooden owl look know?
Hootie's like, I visited that place a lot actually because I was a crazy old man.
I like
Which
the-
is true.
I like the idea that when I imagine the person who like whose memories are based on, I just imagine that he also just has a big owl wooden head. That's just Hootie's, and like no one's noticing. Like he's just like talking. So
That's so funny.
Who's texting?
In all my memories, I put this
Okay,
owl
just
back
curious.
in.
Why did you decide to ask the owl in this particular circumstance?
Well, if I remember, I think Sav is kind of understands that the owl's connected to you know who.
Yeah.
And so he's like the most dangerous fighting guy, legend of punch people. And I mean, in my mind, I connect him to boxing, but that's because of
Okay,
stuff that
okay,
Sab,
no,
I
no,
don't
no,
think
that's-
Sab would know.
That's enough. No, I
But
got
yeah, he'd be like, Also, Hootie also mentioned it, and he was like, sure. But I think Sab would personally be like, if I'm correct on who this belongs to.
You see a vision of the same place, the same exact place that Anton is drawing right now. And you see a different fighting scene. Different fighters. I don't remember what they're called.
Throw jam.
What are you doing?
The fight, no worries.
What?
Never mind, I'm just mimicking the fight.
Okay. You would see two fighters, one of them looking like a strapping young man, someone who actually seems to be just a normal looking boxer, but the other is an old man, which is a little shocking to see in a fighting arena. On the banners for this fight, you would just see, instead of saying this person versus this person, which would be an Anton's drawing, which I do have the names, you would see just an advertisement that says, "Take on the brute." And the person depicted is the old man.
Okay.
I think you know by now, does Sebastian know who this person is?
Is Dowd the pugilist? No. No way.
Wait, hold on. Like, down, like the guy who killed the Empress.
Yeah, the guy who killed the Empress. He lives.
He was
He is?
slave fighter at the end of... It was a
Yeah.
weird chapter in his life.
Yeah, he knows about it.
He was, like, captured by the Eyeless gang in Circonos.
The brute. That's what it said. So if we know, so it's the same ring that he fought in.
Interesting.
So we would know. It's Sarkonos.
You would also see just a sign in the fight club that it's labeled the Albarca Baths.
Yeah.
This is an
Baths.
actual This
Why
is
would
fun.
they
I
fight
had
him?
in my mind that the pugilist was fighting in Serkonos, in Karnaka specifically, but I never pieced it together in my own head that, like, wait, there's already an underground fight club there. It's called the El Barca Bats. It's the first mission in Death of the Outsider. But yeah, it's the same location. I will say, you can immediately tell. Dowd is not the pugilist. The person in focus looks nothing like him. The person in focus is almost 7 feet tall. Huge hulk of a man. Dark brown skin.
Tall, dark of a man.
Is it Bruce Banner?
What?
Bruce
do
Banner,
it.
Hulk of a man.
Yeah.
I just said dark brown skin, man.
Do
It's not.
I was thinking it before
Do
you
I
said
like-
that,
Hulk of a
and
man.
then I just...
It's actually Hulk
I
Hogan.
mean,
No.
I think
Oh.
Sab's trying to like, okay, I think I see him. It might be this guy. He's fighting. And so Sab like
So it's just like...
he's
I think
trying to
it's
get
this
more
guy,
information
like-
out of this, so like he's trying to like
Yeah.
you know in a dream you're trying to look at something. He's kind of trying to do that of like, is there something in here that has names or bones or something?
Yeah.
So he's just trying to do that. Doesn't necessarily mean that he does, but he's trying to figure that out. See if there's some more clues that he can follow, I guess.
I will go ahead and tell you there's nothing more you can glean from this, mainly because of the fact that Dowd as a fighter in the El Barca Bats was long before the pugilist. So it's just a different arena.
I mean, we know where we need to go to figure it out, right?
Right. And
saying that
we've
we-
got plenty of details just there.
We can get Helen out, and then we can just go to the pugilist and set up our ambush before we get him out. After we've dealt with the pervasion, we can go back.
I mean, one way or another, he's going to need to get out before we can put Talvin in.
Yeah, I
That's
mean
the only rope.
that's true, but so we do need them in to draw him in. So we need them to be in a location drawn. So we can't release them both because then he's like, my job's done.
We're
Well,
gonna
we have to
release
release
one
them
of
both at one point. At some point.
At some point we will.
The
By
second
meaning
one we
to
leave
draw
in
him
there as a
in.
trap.
Then we need to pull
Yes,
him
we
out,
get Helen out.
and then we put them.
We get Helen out, and then the pugilist is our trap. We don't need to know who he is.
Agreed.
We can find out who he is afterwards.
The problem being, if our goal here is to get Talvin in the new role as the outsider, the Pantheon's going to be gone, wiped, all of them.
It means that we do need the pugilist's name before we can do
It
anything.
means we need the pugilist out.
What if-
Depending on the timing, it may or may not work out. That's
Do we have?
ideally as we'd like.
We can't do both at the same time. Set the trap out while a couple of you go and
Uh,
find out who he is.
How about this? I'm from Karnaka. I know where the El Barca Bats are. I know the place a little bit, and I'm not wanted. Or I didn't go on that crazy mission that you guys did to Karnaka recently.
Yeah.
So how about, could you just open a portal just for me to Karnaka? I go
Well-
there. Oh, how would I let you know?
If I was already in the void,
You could
yeah.
get a radio.
Which we need to
Was
go there
that?
anyway,
You could
but
take a
simple
radio
to
with
figure
you.
out.
I don't think any
Somebody-
radio
work-
has the range of that.
From the
That's
void
crazy.
to the rest of the world, I'm not sure how
Yeah,
that works.
or even, I mean, he's proposing, like, if you guys were here, there's no radio that has the range.
I mean,
all
listen,
the way.
LG, how long would it take you to get the answer?
I don't know. Maybe just give me
Why
3
didn't
hours
you
and then
visit
meet me at a
these-
rendezvous point.
Why didn't you visit the underground fighting arenas as a child?
What kind of a question is that?
It would be really helpful right now, is all I'm saying.
Really?
So if you
But-
did and you just don't want to admit it,
They tend to not accept kids in those places, mainly because they have enslaved
have a
people
sibling that
fighting. I don't
did
know.
your parents?
Listen,
Probably not. It's
Anton, we all wanted to
There
go
was
to
a
pine rings
gang
when we were
there.
children. They don't let you. Move past it. All right.
not all of
Well,
us.
some
Move
places
on.
don't even
There's
have fighting
conversations
rings.
people need to have with you. A lot of conversations people need to have with you.
I know.
But these are all things for after Talvin is an outsider. For now, we're going to open a portal to the void. We're going to figure out where the outsiders are, and in the meanwhile, you're going to go figure out what the pugilist
We don't need to know where the outsiders are. We have their locations. It's like when you went to where Leo was in Morley.
Those are their locations.
Right.
We're sure of it.
Yeah.
They're not just locations that the void gave him as an indication of what their name was.
Oh, that's true.
Do you guys have? Because
I'm
you
not
guys
saying that as
named.
abundantly
I could
clear.
ask
Yeah.
more questions, but
You
that
know.
would also take a little bit of time. If that's the fastest way, though, I can do it. I'm gonna need a lot of that star stuff, though.
Yeah, sure.
Because I'm gonna get tapped pretty quick, and then you're gonna want me to open a bunch of portals, and that's gonna. I need a lot of the stuff, so maybe if you want me to ask those kind of questions,
All right.
just someone run and get me some star stuff, and then.
All right. You are currently in Bryanton. Who would do shopping?
We'd probably want to do that in Sunline, not Bryanton anyway, though.
So maybe
It's
move.
true, unless you guys wanted to do any void stuff on the way to the flight of Sunlight. I do have a ton of before that, Piero's spiritual remedy.
Does that do anything with the void?
Yes, you guys have been on that extensively. That's the stuff that keeps you from going insane, and it restores your mana. Wait, I'm sorry.
Your
I don't know
mind
what that
juice.
is. That's a game mechanic. I'm not familiar with mana. I must be drunk.
Refreshes your spirit.
Yeah, exactly.
Help hero marks.
LG also has not slept.
What's that?
He also hasn't slept.
That's true.
I
I'm
don't
seeing
know.
weird things. Like I've
Bunch
got
of
a
us
health
have not
bar.
slept.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Does anyone else do his health bar here? All
He's
the
like
time?
seeing his health bar go down. He's like, huh.
Oh,
That's
Anton,
bad.
you don't have one.
We don't have.
Yours
have
is green and
penalties.
slowly decreasing.
We don't have penalties
It's also
anymore
starting
for lack
out
of sleep because
really
Barrett was knocked
short.
unconscious, right?
You slept.
In fact,
Anton didn't sleep. You still have your penalties for lacking sleep. You're good.
It went down.
Sab did not sleep.
And that's
Heisel.
Did not sleep.
Did not
I'm
sleep.
on like a day and a half of no sleep at the moment.
Same.
Okay, so maybe we can spend more time for research or take a nap on the flight to Sunlight or something like
I
that.
need some rest.
Take a
Yeah,
nap.
and then get all the stuff there in a town where
Yeah.
we haven't just escaped from prison. We should probably leave.
Maybe
Yeah, we
those
can
of us
work
who are
on-
not needed to figure out where the outsiders are and free the carpenter can be the ones to do the shopping.
Yeah, we can work on making things if we need to.
I
Going
can
over
pick
there
things
too.
up. When we get there, I can pick things up. We all have. You all need to rest.
You need to rest.
I
Chill.
forgot to give you the answer.
I rested in prison.
The banners in the scene that you paint of the pugilist are labeled Victor the Trickster Kelpenny and Mario Karen. And
Okay.
upon drawing that, wait. Okay, never been to the fighting arena, but pretty sure I went to school with a Mario Karen. That sounds like I knew him. So, bam, another lead.
Tell
I
me
can
that
look
you
into
were
that.
really close and you keep a picture of him in your wallet.
Anton, we
what
need
the
to have a
void is
long
wrong
talk
with you,
about
man?
people, but I
If I had a book
good point,
of just
yeah.
like everyone's faces that everyone
Honestly-
ever met, like when they were in college or something, that would
Honestly,
really
I have
help
a
me out
picture of
a
people.
lot of the time.
Not
Honestly,
college.
I have a picture of people that I knew, so I'm not really gonna fight them.
Well,
you
we
were
should-
right,
And it was
I
really
wrong.
helpful.
and it was really helpful.
You would make a book of people's pictures after college or school.
I would.
I would do that. Wait, what's college?
For
University.
context, we
It's
just
like
go
what you
to
went to.
our college yearbooks.
And what is this public school you speak of?
Some people get educated. I did
So,
and I didn't.
you got educated.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it was that my dad taught me, my mom.
There is also just an actual schoolhouse system in Crystal.
Yeah,
But
they're-
I'm sure you
they're-
could get something
Yeah,
on
they're.
Oh,
Sab-
it's optional. You
Sab
don't have to go to public
Sab's
school.
parents were paranoid about people finding him.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah.
That makes sense.
That makes so much sense. Sab was homeschooled.
It does. Sab has no social skills. If you track his timeline, he never learned how to
That's
talk.
why.
That's why.
What's your tragic backstory? I was homeschooled.
It's like it all began. I was
I think you're the only public schooler of the bunch.
I
though,
think I
saying
am.
that.
Wow. Okay.
Raise all of us.
Yes.
That makes so much sense.
Say in the chat if you're homeschooled or public schooled or private
F in the
school.
chat for
Or don't. Or just put an F.
For all of our social
We made friends eventually. Anyway.
Yeah, that's
If
right.
you socially handicapped me, I definitely got friends.
Okay,
after
moving
18
on.
years.
I have two
I
friends,
eventually
and one of them
got
is
friends.
my sibling.
The other one is my mom.
The other one is my mom.
Anyway,
That's very
anyway,
homeschool.
so
Okay,
we're
okay.
getting back on track. So we rest up on the ride over to Sunlight, we meet back up with the rest, and some of us go to get supplies while the rest of us go into the void to take the carpenter out. And LG goes to Sakonos.
Nice. Cool.
Now, if the rest of you'd excuse me, and she's gonna head out.
Nice.
Did
No,
you
where?
murder?
To take a nap.
Where?
Literally anywhere there's room to like lie
Sam
down
crawls
on the
under the
floor and take a
table
nap.
and takes a nap.
What table?
Wasn't there a table? Oh, Sam crawls.
There's a
So-
desk.
He
Sure,
crawls
plenty
under the
of
desk and takes a nap.
I can't believe I got roped into all this. Sybil. Alright, Clip. Take us off. We're going to Sunline. Alright, who's sleeping?
I'm going to, but I'm gonna do the. I'm gonna ask where the people were, where the people died first.
Where the people died. Is that your question?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna do the same thing where I ask, where did the pugilist die to become the pugilist or whatever, and the same thing with the carpenter.
Yeah, sure thing. You spending your mana for it?
Yep.
Okay. You would get first for the pugil. You're doing the pugilist first.
Yeah.
Okay. You would get a picture of a dingy-looking office. Kind of looks like it's an office as a part of the Albarca Baths or something like that. You would see him dead on the floor, surrounded by a bunch of random people. But he seemed to be... roll a study check. Study cleverly. Difficulty of 3. No.
It's not good.
Did you happen to go to any fighting clubs when you were a kid? Okay, no focus for that.
Well, one set of memories is him having a nice little childhood, and the other set of memories is him being trapped in the underground city of Doom.
Yeah.
So, no, there really weren't. They're like, can we have the power to, like, live? They're not beating each other out much.
Mm.
Is that
Got that
anything?
antibiotics. It's probably nothing.
Okay. You have
Study what carefully?
cleverly.
It's nothing.
Okay. You have no idea what's going on here, but he's dead. And now you have the location of where he died.
Yeah, picture. So that's helpful.
Yep.
As for the carpenter, you would actually see a somewhat similar scene. Nice S's. You would see a couple of dead bodies around her as she clutches a blood-stained hammer and a 2x4 with a nail in it. And lies dead. But it looks like she did not go out without a fight. Or she did go out with a fight. She did not go
You said
out
the
with
same
a
thing
fight.
Both of those
twice.
were right.
Yeah,
You
that's
just said it with double negatives the first
Okay,
time.
yeah. Double negatives sounds better in this strange circumstance. But you can tell it is inside the store.
And yeah, that'll be that. And he's gonna go sleep,
Okay?
and he's gonna have horrible nightmares
Alright.
featuring a bunch of people dying
Nice.
as his legs kind of like turn to void rock and he can't move. He's like
Mm.
trying to run away, and then all of these different things are happening in front of him, and Talvin's there, and he's killing Graves, and then LG's losing an eye, and all of these things happening. And he's watching a ship blow up and people die in the same town and the same gallows that he was going to hang on.
Hmm.
And that's his rest.
Somebody get this man some melatonin. But good to know. Lee Barrett, you are one of the few people not going to sleep right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Remember, he was unconscious all night.
Nothing like a sleep dart induced sleep.
That's the only way you can get him to sleep.
the heck out for 8 hours. Woke up with a massive headache, but so rested.
Whenever Corvo
Never
wants to
had
go
an
to
8
sleep.
hour sleep.
Oh, I can't sleep. Let me just trank myself.
You need 8 hours, I swear. No, I don't. I only
Here,
need
Emily
3.
won't fall asleep. I got it. Dear, no. It works
Wakes
with
up way
me.
rested. See, I told you. No.
Oh my word.
Alright.
I'll let you be right about this.
Barrett, while most everybody is sleeping, a couple observations. you would see LG take out what looks to be an absolutely stuffed to the brim journal with just tons and tons of research papers. It looks like he's been working on this extensively as he's just frantically writing things down. Sybil and Clip are in the cockpit. Who else is here? Orwell would be just monitoring the radio, seeing if there's any communication from the Pervasion enforcers, anything like that. And Greg Candler approaches you. He's been with you guys. I just haven't talked about him.
It's a lot of NPCs, man.
It is. It is quite a few. Hopefully things are going to get a little simpler
I like
and
to
also
imagine-
simultaneously more complex.
I like to
Very
imagine
soon.
that Greg Handler knew the answer to all of the questions about the people that we were doing.
Oh, I know who that
It
is.
was like,
We could.
I know
I
that
just, when I was, okay. He was like near the back peeking.
They
over.
found it out on themselves, or by
He's
themselves.
like,
That's all
fine.
good.
It's fine. You got there. It's fine.
But he would approach you, and you would see he actually has a badge just on his chest, on his suit, that just reads Charter Marshal on it. And he would just say, "So, how do you feel about your standing in the enforcers now?"
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, I've been asking myself that question for quite a while, ever since my entire detachment I was with turned out to be corrupt, and I found out that Enforcer leadership is also corrupt. I personally made the decision to, I guess, just get out of it. And I know you quit a long time ago, but do you think there's any redemption for the Enforcers?
I don't know. There's so much in there. The roots go deep for all the corruption and all the... We don't even know how far it goes. I'm afraid that all we can do is tear it down completely and start over.
Well, we do know that the biggest root of all wasn't corrupt. We know that Maxim Kenrick was a man of integrity to the end.
And now he's gone, and the deepest root that's left is one of the worst.
Right. You don't think there's any redemption of it? You know, we deal with Vern, and I don't know. I guess I'm just thinking about what Maxim would think about it.
The
I'm sorry,
Enforcers-
Mr. Kenrick. May the void rest his soul. It's not on a first name basis. He would probably demote me if I called him Maxim.
Yes. I'm trying to think. I don't think I... It took several years before I called him Maxim. He yelled at me for it, but after that we were fine.
That certainly sounds like him. Well, something I pursued the last time in Sunline was I went to the local charter marshal. I don't know if you've really run into them, but they're technically Pandician government. They lasted well before Morley officially took over. They were founded by Count Veranox when he owned this whole place. But essentially it's kind of a way to do law enforcement, but not with the enforcers,
Yes.
and not with the protectors, because I don't fancy the idea of joining them at all.
No.
But I spoke with the charter marshal back in Sunline, and he deputized me on the spot. That might be an option for you as well. You do have proven experience.
I don't know. I haven't given much thought to what happens after this. I don't know if I intended it for anything after this.
I think you should. Because if you don't, I don't know. I think you fight a lot better knowing that there's something worth it on the other side. But that's just me.
We'll see.
been quite the ride. I haven't been paid in 2 weeks, but worth it.
How long has it been since he was thrown out, or since he went off the bridge?
Probably about 2 weeks, actually. Believe it or not.
I haven't been paid in 2 weeks either.
Well, here's to getting jobs where we can get paid in the future. It's the simple things.
You have a drink?
Not with me. I don't drink.
Oh.
Sorry, doesn't taste good.
You said that as if you had a drink in your hand.
You can toast to things without a drink.
You really can't, though.
What? Well, you're Gristolian. I'm Orlean. Maybe it's just a different culture thing.
Perhaps.
I'll ask Heisel in the morning if it's just a Morlean thing to give toasts without drinks.
We'll see. If you'll excuse me, I need to go speak with LG for a minute.
Of course.
He's gonna walk over to LG, who's probably still in his journal.
Oh, yes. Yep.
He's going to walk up to him. Am I disturbing you?
No, it's all good. What's going on, Inspector Investigator Barrett?
Is anyone else within earshot?
Kind of, but they're asleep. And I will go ahead and say, you guys are exhausted. There is no way you're hearing this.
I wasn't intending to.
Okay. Any of the sleeping people?
He's going to go up to him and kind of quietly just ask, be honest with me. What are our odds?
I think people are gonna die. I hate to say just middle of the road, but I think the pervasion's just gone a little bit too far, and I'm feeling like I'm going to have to say goodbye to friends. But I'm doing everything that I possibly can to keep that from happening.
Sacrifices will have to be made.
Yeah, you have no idea. Say, well that you're here, can you keep a secret from me?
Of course.
I'm, as I just said, trying to improve our odds as much as I possibly can. I have a plan. It's kind of the plan that we've been working on. It's kind of not. I won't go into too much detail about it, but I want to make sure everybody gets out of this alive. And I feel like after I do what I do, a lot of people are going to try to just stay in it, to stay in the fight, to change things, stop things, whatever. And it's only going to lead to increased loss of life. I'm totally just breaching his trust, but Anton's going to die. He just did something that he really should not have.
I gathered that from the urgency of your tone.
Yeah.
Pull him out.
Yeah, and I guess I already talked about possible solutions to him, but as far as I see it, the only solution lies within the void, and that's kind of what I'm going to do. But I'm going to try and save him, but it's going to probably come at great cost to me.
How so?
I shouldn't say anymore. But don't worry, I'm not saying I'm going to kill myself or anything like that. Might be making a bit of a devil's bargain, though. But, anyways, I just wanted to ask, do you think you could just, with this final confrontation that's going on, just watch your people? Just keep them from going head first into the void? I know you started this as a bodyguard.
Yes, I don't think there's much I can do about Sab.
What do you mean?
Well, I don't know. I think he's the one that I'd have the least reason to keep from going to the front.
Yeah.
I'll try to stand between them and any harm that I can, but
Appreciate it.
Heisel's stubborn, but I don't know. We need to lead them. We need to find ways for them to contribute and feel as though they're not being sidelined.
That would be nice. But I think this void ritual that we're doing, which I still would love to work, might be the way to do that. Might be how to deliver a lethal blow.
Their heaviest hitters. Snatch would be one of them.
Yeah.
I think if I don't know, I remember that hand cannon that he, tried to shoot me with. I was thinking, I know he can't be killed physically, but if we pushed him off the edge,
Yeah.
I was thinking, what if I had a sort of heavy shield that would protect me from gunfire, and then I just rushed him and rammed him off the edge?
I mean, if we've got an edge, I think that's something to plan for, that wherever the ritual should take place, it could be a very limited, void right island.
Yes.
But anyone who falls off into the void is hypothetically just kind of trapped there forever until their soul dissolves. Kind of what Sav did. I hate to say it, but that does mean that your friend McCready still in there, most likely. And I think you should talk to the protectors later about getting him back out.
Yes.
I'm going to guarantee that, I was just telling Anton about this, but I really want to change the protectors. We've just been too set of the wrong goals. You really should have seen us at our best, back when the Empire was still around, that we were really concerned with actually helping people. And I think if we were a force for actively and actually keeping people safe from the void and saving people from it, not just making outsiders willy-nilly, but giving them their lives back, I think we'd be a better organization. So I'll put a word in, probably with Barato, someone who knows more about the void than I do.
As someone who was just in an organization that lost its way, sometimes the best we can do is start over, throw out the old.
I see where you're going, but I'm also still convinced that though we have been choosing not the wisest goal, I still don't think it was the wrong one. I don't think we've done anything morally wrong, and I think we've been a force for good. But that's just me.
So be it. Still, I also remember when we fought Talvin in the void. I know that he wasn't physically vulnerable to us, but I did notice the more I shot him, it did stagger him, distract him a bit.
Yeah.
It might be worth bringing a few men with heavier guns, if only to just serve as a distraction.
Yeah.
Make it more difficult.
Tell me about what it was like when you shot him. Like, did it just look like it didn't hurt him, or did it look like the bullets were deflected?
At first, it looked like he was being hurt. The bullets went in, did their job, it seemed, but then after a point, he just changed.
Changed how?
What did he change like? I forget the exact details of how it.
Yeah. It was almost like, instead of just a distinct transformation, it was almost like he phased into something else. Like, just the vision of his normal body as Lord Talvin just kind of shimmered out and into a different form of what definitely looked like a corpse, but stone-like, like the void that the void is made of. And when you did shoot that form, it literally did look like the bullets were just hitting stone, pretty much. Obviously not bouncing immediately off like steel or something like that, but still just not taking very much damage.
Oh, so he explains all that to LG.
Okay, this is new. So it sounds like I have no idea what that whole phasing thing is about, but that second form sounds like he's made himself an envisioned. I know, it sounds like it's a name a cult came up with, and that's because it is. It's people exposed to Voidrite for far too long. I don't know if you've ever heard about like shard disease, of people that take like Void Fiend too much and like Voidrite forms in their lungs. Well, if they keep doing that and keep doing that and keep doing that, eventually their entire bodies turn into Voidrite. There were a couple of them with the cult of the last outsider. The first one, I don't know if he's Einamar, that guy. And they were impervious to ranged damage, but I think Billy Lurk killed a couple of them with like very, very, very precise sword blows. I think she had to like stab him like somewhere in the neck, from what I heard.
So bladed weapons.
In a very precise way. We'll just ask her about that. She probably knows more about the details, but that would be an incredible risk to get up really close to them. Especially considering they have giant Voidrite spiky arms that can impale people.
Also, you know Sab's leg brace door kicker thing.
I think I've seen that, yeah.
Is there a similar device that we could attach to, say, the back of a shield?
The back of a shield?
Well, the front of a shield.
Interesting.
So assuming we charged at them...
You need to tell Cyclone about this. We're going back to Sunline. We're going to reconvene with him there. This sounds like something he'd love to make.
Just something strong enough to be able to withstand 2 or 3 shots.
Yeah. Okay. He can probably make something much better than that. I'll make sure and tell him if you forget to. But that's a great idea there. Get a void point.
I hit my limit already.
Oh!
Can
You don't get a void point. No one gets it.
Oh.
Did you all see the XP message that I sent out, by the way?
Yeah.
No,
Ooh!
I didn't.
So if you wanted...
I did, and I totally didn't.
I think you might need 10 XP to increase your void point maximum. But...
You do.
Oh, okay.
Bom bom.
So it was just 5?
5 can only increase... 5 by itself can only increase focus by 1.
Yep. Sorry about that, folks.
You got a little more
That is all that does.
Yep.
But
Increase
I
my
now have some
explosives
really good
focus.
focuses.
The thing is, I've already maxed out the ones that... I guess I could add the Void Resilience.
Let's see.
Elixir.
Anyone got like a mechanical pencil or something?
No.
Thank you, sir.
And
So
you
much-
said I was at what with that already?
What with what?
With Void
4.
Resilience? 4? Oh,
Mhm.
now I'm 5.
Woo! I am now 4.
Years old.
Guess I'll do that with mine too. Get the 4.
I mean, I've got a couple other things, but I've maxed out most of them already. Is the thing.
I maxed out resilience. Which is... I don't know if that's going to do anything.
I like a 4 on Resolve, but I've got no resilience at all.
If someone stabbed me with a sleep dart, I have a decent chance of not going down.
That's true. Honestly, that works pretty
Sleep.
well for you.
No.
As someone that has just been exposed to drugs.
Me.
Lot.
Oh yeah. Lysander did.
He did, but now I have a sleep weapon instead.
If you think about it, Anton is made up of only pieces that are there because of overdoses. The only piece that didn't die of an overdose is the one that he got to replace something that died from a substance.
I guess so.
So like, So he's got a fresh liver to process all this stuff.
Oh,
And
yeah.
he's seen some things.
So, anyways.
Anyway.
Got
All right.
Shield bomb thing.
Yes. Anything else you need to say?
Move on.
Take a chunk
No.
of it, it like grows bigger.
What?
If you take
Liver?
Like if you take a piece of liver,
You only
three
have
lobes.
Yeah, you can take one, you can take a second.
a
If
single
you take the
lobe
third,
can
it's
grow
gone.
into a full
So you
one.
can
Welcome to
propagate
To
your
the West, a
liver.
Dishonored
Only
RPG
up
where we
to
talk about
only
liver
twice.
transplants.
So you can propagate.
If you're
your
wondering
livers.
why we're
You
talking
can
about
twice
liver
propagate.
transplants,
It's like
look
succulent.
back
You
on
take
our
Yes, but
Wiki.
only twice.
but only twice.
context will help.
Then you're done.
Yeah. Anyways,
You can propagate your liver.
It's a big sidetrack knife.
What are you doing? Propagating livers? Opens jar.
My new
Oh,
black market
So,
cycle.
Livers, man.
Alonzo Barrett.
so Barrett's going to. That's all he had to say.
Okay. All right. Are you doing anything else for the flight?
He's just going to go sit in the corner and pull.
Think about what he's doing.
He's going to pull out, like, I'm assuming he has like an equivalent of a wallet.
Sure.
Yeah, and he's just going to look through a couple
Okay.
of photos in his wallet.
All right.
See, now this is what I like to see.
So one way ticket to Dunwall if you guys want.
Woo!
All right.
I don't want.
So, before we arrive at Sunland, we are going to take a very brief break and be back at, let's say, 8:15. See you all in a bit. Okay, welcome back. So, after you all get a nice nap, wow, it's lovely. Sleep. You are no longer exhausted. No penalties to everything, as exhaustion does. So that's good. You all would soon arrive back in Sunline. It is currently about noon. So you haven't. The flight only took about 3 to 4 hours. I'm being gracious for you guys that got naps. A little public health PSA. 4 hours is not enough sleep, but it only is in this fantasy where, I don't know, the void exists and stuff
I
like
rolled sleep swiftly, and because I'm good.
You used
that's
the
right.
Swiftly style for that joke?
Heiser slept cleverly. She did that 20-minute nap, 20-minute awake thing that does the weird thing with her brain chemistry.
Wait,
I've tried that 20 minutes.
What's his style?
Void
That's
lore.
not style.
Boldly just sleeps in the middle of everyone else.
Lays on top of the Hastings device, staring at Sybil Hastings, goes to sleep with eyes open.
Oh my word. For those of you not familiar, the Dishonored 2d20 system has different styles associated with every single roll. So you can do any check with a single style and get a benefit to that roll. So there's hold on, we got quietly, we got quickly, we got carefully, cleverly, forcefully.
Sleep forcefully.
Boldly.
What's the last one I'm forgetting?
I think
Boldly.
sleep forcefully
Boldly.
is using the sleep dart.
going to sleep.
Sleep forcefully.
Sleep forcefully.
I'm gonna take a nap. I'm gonna take a nap right now. Ready?
Just square off for 8 hours. No.
Anyway,
Oh, right.
Honestly, that's
Wake
more like
up.
just running into a wall and just giving yourself, knocking yourself out. Just
Something that doesn't help either.
At any rate,
Okay,
we wake
anyway.
up from our
We
made
it.
insufficient sleep.
So, what are you all doing in Sunline?
Gonna meet back up with the radio team, right? Did we say
That's
Mikhail's
correct.
house was gonna be?
Yes, that's
Rendezvous
correct.
for that?
Are you all going to Mikhail's house?
I think so. That would be a good first place.
We at least need to tell them about the plan.
And are we saying that we shop on the way, or
Well, I feel like shopping while we do the void stuff, like while we go rescue the carpenter, right?
You need an
Barrett's-
Anton to do that, and Anton needs to shop.
Why does
Barrett's-
someone need to shop?
I need to buy things?
Oh, you could just ask someone else.
You can have Stab to get them for you.
Yeah, just have one of the NPCs do the shopping for you.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I mean we're all
That's fair.
semi-wanted.
Just-
This
Yeah.
is less. This is less
Well,
worried.
No, you guys aren't wanted in Sunline.
It's Sunline,
Oh.
we're fine. Bryampton's the trouble spot.
Yeah,
Right.
Sunline is.
Brampton's
That's
more
why I
morally.
said fly and then shop, not shop.
Not
and then
anymore.
fly.
Mhm.
That is actually a
Oh,
good
yeah.
point. You are wanted by the enforcers, not by Morley. There are
Nice.
enforcers everywhere in Pandysia. So, keep that
So
in
there
mind.
is that.
Well, I do have the body of someone who's possibly Morlean, so being able to be a Morley, I don't know.
Barrett's going to talk to Heisel on their way to Mikhail's house.
Yeah, go for it.
He's going to walk, I'm assuming we're walking there. He's just going to walk up next to her. Be careful about what you say to Mikhail. He's going to want to join us if he feels it's too dangerous.
I'm pretty sure all of them are going to want to join us.
I know, but they can't.
I'm aware of that.
I know, but dealing with someone who doesn't really listen when you tell them not to come or not to go to dangerous situations.
You recognize the irony there?
Hey. You want to try?
So
No.
what was the plan anyway back there with jumping off the prison roof into a group of enforcers?
Well, the
On the subject of someone following you into a dangerous situation where they shouldn't be.
Morley constable dropped me off the roof. I was supposed to be climbing down. I was going to go try to sneak out, and
Why were you trying to sneak out?
because I was already snuck in,
Why did you sneak in the first place?
because his men were all getting ready to be executed as well, and he needed help getting them out. I knew you would. I thought you'd likely be able to get Anton out, but I didn't think
It's
you'd
a
be
little
able to
bit
get the
more
rest of them
direct
out.
Right.
As far as we know, they're still in there.
Yep.
Gonna
I will
hand it to
say,
you, Barrett.
they're not getting executed, though.
Mhm.
They didn't kill Max and Kenrick. They were just Morlean.
The biggest crap.
Gotta hand it to you, Barrett. That's a better reason than I was expecting.
I went to look on the roof, see if there's any way in, but I didn't see any options, so
No, but helping the constable was noble.
yes, and then he dropped me and ran off.
And that's when I found you.
He dropped you accidentally, says Brigham Bell with a crutch.
Yes.
And don't even let me get started on you and climbing.
I'm a fine climber. I don't know what you're saying.
That's what your leg is telling you.
It was slippery. We were in the sewers. Wait, no. We were on the roofs.
It rained, I'm
recently.
sure.
Yes.
It worst.
It was the dew.
Dew on roof?
There is dew on roof sometimes.
It do.
Roof dew. Okay,
I would drink that.
Back to session.
Oh, Barrett, I appreciate what you're doing.
Takes a gutter.
And I'm glad you and Anton are both safe and back here.
He nods and just kind of picks up the pace and just walks ahead.
We're just thinking about
What?
drinking water off of rooftops. Don't worry about it.
Just clamp your lips around the drain pipe.
Make a straw.
Anyway,
We've all
I'll
got some kind of
I
weird
don't know.
energy going
Sav
on.
will just walk over to like where you're at and just be like, "So, were you guys talking about me?"
Not every conversation is about you, Sav.
Well, I thought this one was.
No,
Oh, okay.
we were talking about Barrett.
Oh,
Is that it? Or
think so. Do we need to talk about anything?
nothing comes to mind?
Okay, cool. Said least. He continues to talk to Hootie, which he's been doing.
She's kind of like watches him leave.
Sav assumes everything is. Well, I guess I
Bless
said everything
you.
I need to say, then just leaves.
I guess now I'll fall back to Anton.
Just a note about like what's going on and that sort of thing. LG is going to peel off from you guys and just say, "Hey, I'm gonna go meet Cyclone. I'll be back with you guys. Meet back at
Mikhail Zavilian's house.
We could use
Mikhail
his help.
Civilian's house. Sounds good.
Don't forget to mention what we talked about.
You got it.
Yeah.
I'll get it
Use his
ordered.
help making stuff. So maybe bring him along.
Confused about what's
We're all going to Count I anyways, so it works.
Sap.
Yeah?
And he's gonna go back and kind of whisper a little bit to Sab. Cyclone's gonna be working on. We figured since we could push people off. Remember your leg cannon?
Yeah. I do.
He still has it.
Yes.
Clink! Clink!
Is he wearing a shoe with that leg, or is it just like?
He starts walking so it makes a noise. Clink!
Yeah, you could angle it so that you walk on the actual.
You're drawing attention.
Yeah.
But look. What if we attach that to a shield to protect us?
Hey,
Not-
you
not
got a
that
permit
one.
for that leg
A
cannon?
trap. A trap. We can ram Snatch and the others off into the void. We
That's
put
a
a
good idea.
cannon pusher at the end of it and ram into them.
And also just ask for one of these too. You can do both.
We could, but one of those aren't to protect you from Snatch's hand cannon.
Sure.
Anyway, thought I'd let you know.
Thanks.
Also,
Do we need to talk about anything? He doesn't say that loud.
Okay.
Yes.
Everybody.
yes,
Maybe like everyone in the group
Toss
is
me
like,
that.
and then like no one outside. Yeah.
yes. This is going to be perhaps the most dangerous thing we've ever done together.
Together, yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I know. Sad. Heisel and Anton are. They're going to be helpful, but they're also going to be
Squishy.
our weakest, yes, our squishiest link.
Sab is way squishier than I am. Excuse you.
She does have a point.
He has a lot of armor. Anyway, moving on.
They're all squishy.
And
We know that.
People
Oh,
might die.
one has a big gun.
We need to protect them. We
Yeah.
need to protect ourselves as well.
No. No save moves unless
Yes,
Like,
unless
you-
necessary.
you don't. Yeah.
Yes,
What's necessary,
yes,
and that doesn't mean that you go. Instead, then that means you go and then you fight. Okay.
yes.
Okay.
I'm saying yes. I'm saying
You promise me that
Yes.
you will come back. You will fight. You won't give up. You're gonna come back to me, okay?
I promise.
I'm gonna give you back your stinking hat. I hate it so much. You could
He
roll.
takes it.
You could roll to insight that, but
He's going to incite that.
Aha! Is he telling the truth?
Sab gets 2 successes because
One critical success.
Oh, critical trumps normal.
Yeah, Sab's lying. He kind of likes that.
He loves the hat because it's yours, and he loves you.
Aww.
Yep.
It's too small.
He's gonna look at it and he's gonna try to. He's gonna badly try to put it on his head. I think it shrunk after falling in the water. And he's gonna put it back on Sab's head.
Thanks. If you crush the tracking device, I am going to not be happy. It's fine.
Oh, I totally forgot you had a tracking. You have a tracking device in your hat.
That's
Smaller.
good to remember in case I get lost.
Tracking device.
Also, if I
Twice I put it.
I might put the device on someone. So if I'm like, track it, you know.
So yeah, he puts it back on Sab's head. And
He,
just
like-
keeps walking.
He adjusts it to how it actually works for him.
It looks very weird, I'm sure.
It's a very it's a big hat.
Mhm. Proper slouch cap.
That's the kind of hat you need to grow into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does Sab grow anymore? We don't know. Anyway. Sab
Maybe
checks,
dealing with the void
Sab
atrophy would help.
checks. Yeah, Sab checks for peach fuzz. Come on. Nope. I'm still adorable, but not very rugged.
Before the final battle.
I used to be.
Today we fight for beards.
No, I'm new to Lar.
All right.
Yeah.
So you all would eventually arrive at Mikhail's house, and after knocking, which I imagine one of you would do, Leo would actually open the door. Well, look who it is. I'm glad you all are back here.
Good to see you, Peter's back. We probably had a bit more trouble than you did.
Well, we'll see about that. How was getting the two of you out of prison? Wait, the one of you out of prison? He was not aware that another one of you was
But you will
arrested.
come out of prison.
I turned into 2 of them out of prison.
Almost 3.
Almost 3. Right side of almost.
Ooh, sounds like you definitely beat us then.
What was your trouble?
Oh, there were a few enforcers on board Paralay Station. Interrupted, or intercepted us at the end of the broadcast.
If it helped you feel any better, I couldn't really tell.
Well, it was after the broadcast, thankfully. But, Mikhail here talked him down. And Mikhail's like, no, that was totally you. It was, they heard the speech. I did not talk them down. I just said, did you hear, it was backup man. He was the main man. Backup man.
They're being each other's wingmen. Not necessarily in dating context, just hyping. They're each other's hype man. That's what it is.
There you go.
I mean, I don't know about you. Leo was definitely the wingman when it came to Ellison.
I'm sure.
But also they did fly there on a plane. So,
Actually,
Wait.
the plane didn't crash.
It got a little close there a couple times, but I was very fond of it. I kind of want to just fly one of those for the rest of my life. Those airships are just so sluggish.
I mean, you went to Paralay and you got back here in,
I did.
what, an hour, 2 hours?
I know, it was so fast. Slingshot? What's
It's
that?
a lot faster. I passed out.
Really? That sounds fun.
Mm.
I'm not sure how much you can pilot it, but again, I passed out, so. Anyway.
Wait, You went unconscious in a flying machine?
Yeah.
And you lived? Did you crash?
Yeah. There wasn't a way to land it.
What?
I don't know. Anyway, the person who invented it kind of died, and there were other casualties.
And you lived?
Yeah.
Why did you fly something that killed this last pilot? It's not a good
That's-
track record.
Led to it by the... Well, she was an outsider, kind of because of that. She kind of led me to it. Made it sound like a good idea. And then her
Sounds to me
friend
like she
told
was
me...
suicidal.
Well... I can't argue with that.
At any rate, that's probably not entirely relevant right now.
The world's ended. Maybe in hours, we don't know.
It's a bit more pressing than we feared.
Oh, how so?
As in, they've got access to the void, the Pervasion, Talvin. They're trying to take out the last 2 outsiders.
They can have an airship in it. They might have an airship in it.
An entire airship?
And the ability to track everyone and the ability to put the void everywhere and kill everyone.
They got whatever information they wanted from Graves. It's helped.
Hmm.
And they know where the protectors are hiding.
So it sounds like it's time to confront them, I suppose.
Stuart I, yeah.
Hmm. So do you all have a plan, or is it time to devise one right now?
Oh, we're putting one into practice. We've got some ideas.
Really? What are we doing?
We're going into the void. They're picking up supplies. We're going to take the carpenter out of the void. Leave the pugilist for bait, sort of. We're going to recreate the ritual that made the first outsider, and once the pugilist is out, once Talvin is there,
Wait.
the pugilist and us.
Recreate the original. Who are you making an outsider?
Talvin.
Ooh.
You see the angle,
Ooh, that's
right?
fiendish.
It was LG, actually.
Oh, he's not here. Rescind that. Oh, okay. Okay. Right.
No, someone's
First
imitating him.
The
You're
first
like, you
impulse
went.
is the immediate, like, I
Yeah.
love that response time.
I wish I could say it was my idea, but
That is, I suppose, keeping him alive, but also definitely keeping him in check. Also, Brigham, what happened to your leg? It was Grimbleball. What? You were playing Grimbleball in the middle of a jailbreak?
he was climbing and he fell off a roof.
You need to tell him that.
He deserved it.
Yes, you do. And you need to probably take care of yourself. So, you all are going into the void. Is that like a now thing?
It's like after we saw you guys and make sure you were okay, yeah.
We
We
are
don't have-
okay.
We don't have a lot of time, though. We
Well,
gotta
let's go
go
to it then. Do you need any sort of guide or anything in the void?
I think we can use the Hastings device, actually. Sybil figured out a way that we might be able to use it to track the outsiders' frequencies, signatures. Not
Also
really sure
got-
how to describe it.
I got the location.
Well, I mean, I'm
to
also
do
here,
that.
and I might as well just describe it.
You do a better job, Sybil.
I do the best job.
Mm.
So, think of it just like, I don't think I can actually triangulate it, but I can figure out what direction they're in. So, I couldn't be like, oh, this is their exact location. I'm ready to go there. No. I could just say, okay, we need to go further that direction. That's it.
We
If
got-
I had access to 2 radios, 2 Hastings device, what a fine name, then I might be able to do some more triangulation. But I haven't done any sort of mapping of the void, ever. I don't even know if it can be mapped, because it's like 3 dimensions. It's a bit too complicated, even for me.
So do we have any leads on where the carpenter died then?
I know where both of them died, I think.
Alright, so maybe we do this the old-fashioned way. We take Anton back to wherever it was they died and we go through that way. Less direct, but still
We have to-
works.
Get through the void quicker than they're doing it. We have a lot more to do in less time.
Means we probably better go. Is LG's coming with us, isn't he?
Yes, I think so.
Where are you all headed? This is Ellison.
Into the void.
I know, but like, where's the end destination? Because you're going back to like you guys went to Moor Lake before.
No.
It's a couple different places. We gotta go to both. We gotta free one and get the other set up as a trap.
Which we need LG here for because he knows the script.
What places you all going to?
Remind me, it was the Albarca Baths and Draper's Ward.
Yes.
I'm just gonna let her know.
You are?
Yeah.
Barrett's
Why not?
Barrett's been clearing his throat like.
You're going to Draper's Ward? That's where I'm from.
You would have been a great help if you had been there, like, when it was happening, but it turns out Barrett already knew who it was, so... Yeah.
Oh, really? You from Dunwall? I
Yes.
feel like we might have talked about this before.
We've never talked about it, but I am.
Oh, really? Well, it's good to have another Dunwallian here. Even if it sounds like you're from North Dunwall.
Well, north outside of Dunwall.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's why you got that accent. Makes sense.
North
Dunwall
Dunwallians have an
Has
accent?
2 accents?
Obviously. It's the biggest city in the world. Of course it does.
Anton, you're 2 persons. Of course, there can be 2 accents in
I'm
the
2
city.
people and I have 1 accent.
Much relation between those two facts, but 2 double accents, yes.
Okay.
I like the implication that the southern accent originates from both south of Dunwall and a cavernous underground city beneath
They grew up in parallel.
What's it?
They arrived at the same destination from
2 different.
2 different routes. Yes.
That is the funny thing about it. It's like, so your accent is Dunwallian and we have the same accent, but I'm from an underground city somewhere in Morley? Why?
Oh my word.
You're saying that someone from an underground city in Morley has the same accent as someone from southern Dunwall, but someone from northern Dunwall does not have the same accent as someone from southern Dunwall? Why?
I mean, it's kind of like how some New Yorkers have an accent like Chicagoans, I suppose. It's just like a city thing.
That's true.
Maybe your underground city was pretty big.
Yeah.
Pretty
My Fair
urban
Lady,
underground
that's
city.
the whole
It's
plot of the
urban.
movie.
Nobody knows about it.
Anyways,
Anyway,
we need to
yeah.
wait until LG and Cyclone get here before we can do much of anything, but if the rest of you want to go out for supplies.
Cyclone is here, says Cyclone.
Nice. I need you to help me build things at some point.
I kind of got a lot of projects going on.
I'll be helping you.
I'm building this guy a riot shield.
Nice.
Which, yes, I'm sure that's a term that didn't come out until later on.
But also,
but-
like, there were riots.
There were
and they
riots
built shields
beforehand.
for it, so they were like,
well, we didn't, as far as I'm
There have
aware,
recently been riots, haven't there?
there have, but here's the thing. At least in our universe, they didn't have shields because those are non-lethal. They just brought guns, and typically, you know,
Using
oh,
shields.
you guys are rioting? Stop that.
Hoplites.
Then
were
you have a
lethal,
bloody Sunday.
and half of their weaponry was a shield.
True, but
That was a big part of
Yeah.
why they were lethal.
anyway.
that works. Okay. Weapon discussion. We'll save that for the talk to Machina kind of thing. And even then, we should probably not do that.
Yeah. No.
Welcome to a chat where we just talk about guns.
Rachel's just in the back like,
Welcome to guns. Anyway,
Welcome to
yeah,
Guns, a
so-
gun RPG.
You guys can do that yourselves.
Yeah.
at the end of the gun
Sab-
conversation, we're like, we should stop.
Yeah, I
And
think
it's just like,
womp.
womp.
Yeah, Sab will
Prestige.
ask about. So Sab's gonna try and build a womp, but for Heisel's other arm.
Can you translate Womp for our audience, please?
Oh, the
Prestige.
the prestige.
The
But
Prestige
it's the
is
knife version.
a gun that Heisel has hidden up her sleeve, and like a device that if she pulls her finger back, it like shoots out into her hand. It's a device engineered by his old character who died,
Yeah, and
and she
then-
kind of just stole
And
it.
absolutely stolen from Django Unchained. But
Yes.
I'll
And it just
take
makes
this from it.
womp sound according to work.
It probably more accurately makes like a mechanical spring soundy sound, but we like to say it makes a womp sound when it's deployed. So
So, there you go.
Emil rolls
Yeah.
a complication
So
when
that's
making
it.
I really hope
The
that's on.
complication is that it makes a womp every time it deploys.
Is there a wiki article for the Presage, and does it
Yes.
say it canonically makes the womp?
I'm pretty sure the quote at the top of the page is womp. Let me
It
check.
does canonically make that sound, by the way.
That's delightful.
This is
No.
canon.
I love it. Okay.
I'm willing to say that Emil
So Sap's
accidentally designed it that way.
gonna try and make basically his knife version of the presage, but for
Okay.
Hazel and for her other arm. She has.
Oh, for like the
Are you
sleep
making
dagger
it right
that
now?
Lysander.
Think so? Because I'm guessing you can talk to people about it.
Yes, but you're gonna need a workshop for that. There's not at Mikhail's house. Cyclone has one, but he's leaving. You guys are heading out for Count Eye right now.
Yeah. So we'll probably have
but
to do it.
The
Going-
Premier does have a workshop on board, but this is something that would take a long period of time to make. It's not like, they sell that at the local Sears Roebuck.
Yeah. Maybe you'll put that near the bottom of the bucket list. I guess you'll first ask Heisel if Heisel wants him to even just modify it to the knife so she can stab people and make them go to sleep, or if she just wants to stick with the gun.
I mean, I'm pretty sure at this point everybody who will be fighting probably knows about the presage, so sure, why don't we mix it up?
Okay. Cool. So would I be able to just switch out that holding part?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll a tinker check for that. Difficulty of 1. Tinker, cleverly or carefully. I'm sorry. I wish there was more focuses than just engineering, because, I don't know, I feel like just going to a civil engineer and being like, hey, can you build me a gun? It's just very insulting.
Yeah.
A civil.
Oh wait.
What's funny
A civil engineer.
is that depending on which mechanical engineer you ask,
so-
they'd say, no, I can't do that. I literally
What?
can't do that.
What
I
does,
mean, could be a different
Spencer,
kind of gun.
personal notes.
That's true.
Yes.
The thing that Sab has.
Yeah.
Does it move difficulty down 1 and so to 0, or does it move it down to at least 1? Because he has the schematics.
Let's say at least 1.
Okay.
Because if it were 0, you don't get an opportunity to get momentum on this.
Okay. Yeah, he gets 3.
You get 2 points of momentum.
3.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
You roll a 1.
Dang.
He rolled well. That
That's
was
awesome.
he used a void point to get the
Way to go.
thing going. So
Yeah.
2 more. Okay.
All right.
That's good. All right, so he makes those modifications. So now you can go 1 and then stab people, and he has the
They
thing.
also switch arms,
Can we do that?
if it's possible.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I don't see why not. I mean, do you?
Slightly less expected.
Holds out her.
It really doesn't take that long. It's
holds out her other arm.
fair enough.
She's gonna get
Barrett's
stabbed.
gonna offer a cyclone if he needs help.
Oh, I don't think I can build that now. Sorry, it's just pretty advanced. Couple things about that. So you were suggesting a shaped charge on the front. I think that could work. Yeah, that can work. That might take a little bit more time, but back at Count we've got a lot more resources. Unfortunately, I can't take my workshop with me, but it sounds like we kind of need to go and deal with this.
Yes.
I tell you what, I'll try and get it ready by the very end, because it sounds like fighting Snatch is going to be a little hard, and being able to be bulletproof sounds pretty useful. Oh, hey, dude with crutch. Huh? What? Brigham replies, do you want to not do that? Because I made that guy,
Stab starts modeling.
it's a brace. It's much better than a crutch. And also, it can essentially deploy an explosive against door hinges to knock down doors. Thanks for the interpretive dance there, Sam.
Does backflip.
But
He was
In
in the
Mikhail's
circus.
so crowded living room.
I will not give you momentum for this. But you did get a 20, didn't
There was
you?
a complication, and then there was a success. Well, yeah.
A backflip.
Backflip onto a banana peel.
Backflip has a difficulty of 2. If it was a front flip, it might have been 1.
Well,
Backflips were easier.
that?
Use
I
momentum.
thought backflips were easier.
Can Barrett
What?
try to catch him?
I've never done either. I'm just trying to sow chaos.
yeah. I'll just make that a critical success.
I don't know if anyone was aware he was going to do a backflip. He kind of just didn't telegraph it at all. I don't know if
How are you
anyone could
gonna
be like,
help
Yeah.
him do a backflip?
I'm gonna make it a critical
Just
success.
not help him, just catch him when he
how?
falls on his
Void
head.
point?
Ah.
You spending a void point on? Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. There is still a
Well,
complication.
if you want me to.
So you do a backflip and you land, ta-da, and then you feel, whoa. You actually, with the force of moving your leg
You can do what
around,
you
the
want.
brace is launched off and falls off your leg and clatters to the ground.
It doesn't explode though. It doesn't explode.
Why
though.
did you say that?
I forgot about that.
Why did you
It
say
does not.
anything?
Oh my word! I can't believe we didn't all just explode right now.
I'll just crawl over to it and put it back on.
Let me adjust it. That's
So
kind of on me.
I feel like we need a new rule about not backflipping inside.
Why is that something that had to be said?
You could have broken something.
I mean, it's always very impressive, but
He's got nice furniture here.
Well done, Sab. Now I know the weaknesses of this brace thing. I'll make sure to not do any backflips while I'm in it.
No climbing while you're at
Thank
it.
you.
No guarantees.
so are we going to
I'll tell Ida.
like do all the void stuff, or is there anything we need to do before that?
Who are you asking?
Everyone, the
Yeah.
room.
Leo would say, it sounds like you all have everything that you need.
Yeah. Do we have void daggers? Ways to
We're
make
going to be
those?
working on that when we're in the void.
Okay, void daggers. I need to make poison with you and antidotes with you.
Double-cross messengers! Got a message for a Lee Barrett? Is there a Lee Barrett here?
Barrett's
That just goes
Being
behind.
terrible.
Where did they find you at my...
I'm gonna.
Barrett's
I'm
going to the door, but he's got his knife out, like behind his back.
Okay.
He's going.
Better
to,
have something bigger than an umbrella there, son. Knife. Oh.
He's got a knife behind his
That
back,
was
and he's just going to
hides
crack the door
behind
open.
You would see a double-crossed messenger. Not one you'd recognize. And also, you don't know about them being a front for the Protectors.
I'm like peek just to make sure it's.
What do you
not-
want?
I'm also gonna peek. Roll to
I actually am here for Sonder. I heard that you arrived in town, and apparently
did
he
you
wants
hear
to get you a gun.
How did you hear that?
I don't know. You know what they say? Don't shoot the messenger. I just heard it from him. I don't know. Maybe he has agents or something.
Well, what does he want me to do?
He said he wants to give you a gun. That's what the message says. See, I have it on this telegraph right here that I totally read.
He's going to.
I know.
He's going to do insight.
All right. Yeah, roll an insight check.
It does sound like Saunders would just kind of know you're there and say, "I'm gonna give you a gun because the inspiration struck."
No successes.
None.
It's sort of Sunder thing to do.
The telegraph says this. Heard your fancy speech. Knew it was you guys.
Aw.
Hope. Actually, he would say, if you need any new accoutrements to your arsenal, let me know. I have a couple items that need testing. He specifically told me that he wanted to put testing in italics, but we didn't have that as an option.
Heisel, what's this word mean? And he's going to point to the one that you said.
Accoutrement?
Yes, accoutrement.
So like it means weapons and guns, but fancy talk.
It's like embellishments.
Well,
That made my night.
You're welcome.
He just wants to give you a new gun. It's Sunder. You should go see him, actually. It'd be helpful.
It won't be black and white, I bet.
He's going to look very suspiciously at the messenger. Thank you.
You're welcome.
This guy.
I don't have money. Give him
Shuts
money.
the door.
Barrett, he's probably not going to leave until you take it. It's
What's-
sort of his job.
What's he doing? He's holding his hand out. Take what?
I hate seconds watch.
You gotta take the message and then give a tip.
You took the message.
Oh,
already.
he opens the door out.
This guy was actually walking away.
Throw coins at his head.
Knocks him unconscious.
Oh.
No!
It's like a
Throws gold bar.
like a bill.
He doesn't have any coins. I don't know if coins are a thing.
They are, but not for Morlean banknotes. Not for the standard currency.
He'll give him a single banknote.
Oh, thank you. Have a good day.
I love being a GM. All right.
Um,
So what are you all doing?
Sab will quickly hop over to Two's place, and we probably don't need a role play. He just would like check on them. How are they doing?
This actually, I would like to role play.
Alright. Sab opens up the window.
Opens
gets
up the
out,
window.
Closes it, goes over to her window, knocks on it. This is maybe not the weirdest thing they've seen Sab do.
That's fair.
I'm guessing they're ground windows, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you knock on the ground window. You would see Emmett Flintlock, who is essentially just lounging on the couch and just fall off when you knock on the window. And not go to the window, but open the door that's, on the front door. And just peer out the front door at you.
So we'll just shuffle over and go
Okay.
inside. Hey.
Hey there, kid. What's up?
Hi. Yeah, just checking on you guys.
Yeah.
Kind of just seeing what's going on. Things are gonna get. This is gonna be a big one. Like, big one. So I want to just make sure there's anything I need to say to you guys or anything like that. But also just check to see what you're doing.
Well, that's a good question to ask. I actually just got word that
I find Akuchu as a new word. No, don't forget.
I heard that the Eidolon is making its way south. I think that's where Argon is.
Mhm.
I was wondering if you were interested in paying a visit, if that's what you plan to do.
We're gonna go there, not specifically for him, but he's a big player for them, and we're gonna need to deal with that. Even if we do get all this done, we gotta deal with them.
And more importantly, Sherry would come out. We need to get to the Jade Music Box.
Yeah.
That needs to be done.
Yeah, I've been thinking that he's maybe got it with him, because I mean, something with that much power, I feel like he would trust it with himself. But I don't know.
Certainly sounds like him.
Yeah.
Well, you won't be going alone.
I won't. I also wanted to check if you guys, what your plans were. Two, I know this isn't your forte, so I'm not expecting you to go. And you got patience. And there's probably going to be more.
Is that so?
Yeah, I don't know who's going to make it out this time.
Well, I was really hoping to travel with you all and set the business straight with Argon to...
I mean, if you want to come, medic on the field could be helpful.
That's true.
That's in your
I
hands.
had prepared to take leave right now. My assistant is prepared to keep the clinic up and running, but if you feel as though I would be better suited here...
I think you should do whatever you want to, but man, if you ask me straight up, I want you there. I know it's gonna be dangerous and it might not be best, but man, I would. Same with you, Flint. I really don't want to deal with Argon alone. I don't think I can physically. I know I'm ready, but
I've got choice words for him, too.
yeah, I gotta kick him.
That sounds like a good plan.
I'm thinking it might be even best to, if we can find the music box, because we have a device that can find void objects. Well, I don't know if that counts as a void object. Well, you know that box. It's weird. I don't know what's going on with that.
Everything that he seemed to say about it indicated that it was a void artifact.
Yeah, which is weird. But anyway, but yeah, I'm thinking if we can track it down, I can use it on him and just, we don't have to fight him. Well, we might, but we don't have to fight him like me, I guess, like I was.
Well, if what I heard from him say in the past is right, I don't think you could use it on him, since it's kind of containing your powers and giving it to him. I think it would just be essentially, I don't know about destroying it, but disabling it. I think the theory would be is that it would return your powers and take it back from him.
Disabling it would do that?
I think. He talked about it that's where the powers were technically kept. Though I know he has access to them now.
I would really love to smash that stupid box. That sounds good.
I found a grenade.
Nice.
Why don't we just use that?
That could work too.
Alright.
I might need to talk with some people. We're going to be facing big, powerful void people, and while it might be good for me to get my powers back, I don't know what state they'll be in, or like, will I bond with them or whatever. So, like, we might. I've been thinking about the idea of using it on other people with void powers, I guess. But I don't know. You guys remember anything him talking about that? I've been racking my brain about how it works and stuff, but so you think?
I think he talked a little bit more to Sibel about stuff like that. But he could. But even for evil people you're fighting up against, I don't know how I would feel about using that thing again. Especially if it trapped people in the void like it did last time.
Well, yeah, I don't know.
Well, listen, we'll figure it out as we go.
Yeah. As if you see it and you smash it, I don't think that's a bad plan. But we might need to be more strategic with it than I would like. Yeah.
Good to know. Once you do get your powers back, Timothy, would you mind if you, after this is all said and done, just stayed in Sunline for a little while? I think you could really use, I suppose, time away from combat. And I've studied a lot on people that have come away from various wars in the Isles, mentally changed. And I think spending some time with you on treatment and just getting to know what's happened to you would be beneficial. What do you think?
I feel like I've found the path that I need to walk on. But I think some time away from everything, walking on it would be good. I've got a lot of stuff I gotta do, and I realize that now. And a lot of it's going to be up here. A lot of it's going to be planning and thinking and writing and putting stuff down. I think I want to write about what happened and just warn people, I guess, from what can happen to what happened to us. There's a lot. There's other plans too, but I think is step one. If this is all over and done, and yeah, I'd like that. Maybe just keep their. You know me. I like moving a little bit and doing some stuff, but maybe keeping here as home base for a while would be good.
And it wouldn't need to be especially long, but just. I think anchoring down myself was one of the best things I could have done.
Mm.
But that's just me.
I mean, yeah. I don't think I'm ready to go home. Back to the farm. You know, he's meaning his home. They know
Mhm.
that. means.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm ready to go back there yet. I really hope one day, but I think Pandysia needs me right now, and I think right now it needs me at my best, and that's got a little work to come.
Of course.
Maybe not my best, but a better.
Right. All right. Well, lead the way. Oh, one more thing. Your friend with the spinal injury that I dealt with. He is alive. He's stable. He's currently at the clinic now. He's receiving the best of care. I don't think he'll be able to walk ever again, unfortunately. But he's alive, and you should probably tell your friend who brought him here that. Or I could tell him myself if you are still traveling with him.
Yeah. We'll have to do that, definitely. I think that'd be good. And if he has a message for him too, if he's awake, that might be good too. He could probably use a friend to say hello.
Of course. All right. And they're going to follow you back to the rest of the group, I imagine.
While that's going on, Barrett's probably going to go visit Sonder, but by himself in case it's a trap.
Okay.
Yeah.
That checks out.
That checks out.
I would have asked Anton and LG if they want to go ahead into the void and get that stuff settled with the carpenter.
Okay. I'll deal with you and Sonder first. As you're making your way back to the heights of Sunline, taking the cable car up, roll a perception check.
What's the difficulty?
Contested.
Judy.
Wow. I feel like there should be a 2d20 like Snake Eyes roll of like whenever you get two of the same number, it should be something.
That would be fun.
Not necessarily something good, but something interesting.
3.
3? Okay. On the cable car, you would actually see someone on the heights with binoculars just looking down and then looking at you and then lowering them. And you would see it's Sonder, and he sees you as well. And he just waves at you.
Barrett does kind of a subtle like.
It's still like 5 minutes for the ride before the ride is finished, so it's a little awkward that he's
so
just like.
awkward.
Yeah. And then he's just gonna look down and pretend he's doing something with his hands.
All right. So by the time you get up, you would see Sonder and his assistant is also there too, with just a cart with a couple of like walnut cases on it, just strolling towards you. Investigator Barrett, it's good to see you again.
It's just Barrett now.
Just Barrett, it's good to see you again. I hope you are interested in some of the devices that I have to share with you.
Yes, I'm a little bit low on cash on hand at the end. I only have about 700 notes.
Oh, that's okay. I am doing this pro bono. I've heard about your very interesting fight against the Ebony Pervasion, and I have to tell you, I am not a fan of them. In fact, I've killed 2 of them. Not good people.
Nice.
Was
Right.
that recent?
I mean,
No, actually. I met a representative of them a long time ago. Tried to get firearms from me. Tried to find out more Void information from me. Not good. Didn't strike me as a good person. I shot him dead. It was very, very good.
Sonder. Whoa. Nice.
Very good. Very
Don't
good.
ever try to rob a gun store. Oh, sorry.
Emporium.
An emporium of pulverizer devices.
Yes, of course not.
I love
So,
that he messes up.
The options that we have, I have 2 devices. One of these, a bit of an antique, but also simultaneously more advanced than any firearm I've ever seen. The other, tried and true. Let's start with tried and true. He opens the smaller walnut container and opens one from his black and white series. This one's mostly white. It appears to be a revolver. It's big, but not in the barrel department. It's got a pretty wide cylinder, and roll a quick firearms check. Study.
4 successes.
4? Okay, you get 2 points of momentum. There you go. This thing has, it's almost hard to see because most revolvers have just like the main barrel and then there's, I don't know, what the, like an ejector pin to push to eject all the shells or something like that underneath. But this one has another barrel underneath the main barrel. This is, well, I've taken to calling it, I suppose I dedicated it after your whole speech. This is the light in the void. It is a 9-shot revolver with a 20-gauge shotgun. Single shot also with it. So, should you run out of 9 bullets, you can also let loose on that. Extremely deadly at close range, and extremely deadly at medium range as well with pistol shots, I suppose.
Does Barrett know if this could potentially fire a slug made of voidrite?
That'd be lit.
You would know that hasn't been done before, but you can ask Sander.
I feel like
He'd be
that's
better
definitely
at it.
possible.
Could this fire a slug made of voidrite?
Voidrite, you mean like the power source?
Yes.
What would be the advantage of
Killing someone in the void.
you're going to the void? Oh, how pertinent. I literally named it a light in the void. And you want to bring it to the void. This is delightful. Okay, I'd need voidrite for that. It is very hard to acquire. I'm not in the airship industry, as you see. But
Does Barrett know about Anton's material conversion ability yet?
I don't think you've done
I
voidrite before.
think that the answer is yes, and I also think that Anton has. I think you saw it.
But like, I feel like if he had told
Oh, yeah,
us,
he saw
then
the
we would have
sand.
known that he could convert things into gold. And I feel like we don't know that.
We saw him
I
convert something
feel like
to sand.
Oh, you did.
saw
Guys,
him
guys,
convert
guys.
something to sand.
It's much easier to just get voidrite from the void.
Also, Anton tried to make something in void right. And it
Here's the
didn't work.
thing, Barrett has enough experience with guns. He probably knows how to like put together his own cartridges again.
You also
Yeah, I'd say
know
so.
that he can take.
That would be
you
a
to the
tinker
void
focus- or
where
tinker check,
everything is
regardless.
void
He's got a good tinker score.
Okay, alright. Yeah, you probably could do that yourself,
Wait.
given the right
Make
resources.
things into gold.
Well, I
This is-
suppose
We
you
can buy whatever
could.
we want.
From what I've heard, voidrite is extremely dense and would be pretty good for a slug. But that is a novel idea. I'd probably suggest, if you were going to use it, putting it in the shotgun barrel of this one.
Oh yes, of course. And this was tried and true. What was the other thing you had to show me?
Yes, this one is straight from the Imperial days, straight from the Imperial Armory in Dunwall, long before the organizers or even the Regents took over. This is the Heritage gun, and he opens a longer case, and it looks like a lever-action shotgun. Actually, I apologize. It looks like a lever-action rifle. Very, very stylized. Harsh angles on it, and not as fancy as he would normally like. It's not like a piece of art. This one was just imported. I didn't do anything with this one. Haven't modified it yet.
I can tell.
What you can't tell is... Oh, you're going to love this. He grabs the rifle, and it's a little weird to be just displaying a firearm in the middle of sunlight, but you know what? He is Sonder. He is kind of known. You see him flip a switch, and the weapon, for lack of a better word, mechanically transforms. You would see the action just shift and almost spread out a little bit. And now it's a shotgun. I'm not making this up. This is one of the most complex designs ever before. I wouldn't use the word tried and true to describe this because if mud or dirt or something that soldiers like deal with, obviously it would muck up the mechanism. But it's still incredibly intricate. Oh, watch this. He's gonna look around. No, there's no targets here. I think I have a favor with the Sunlight Patrol Captain. I think I can get by for this. I'm about to commit a small misdemeanor. So, once it happens, there will probably be a Sunline Patrol officer who will be going over here to talk to us about it. If you like this, just say, I'll take it. But I do still have to run a business, so you get a choice.
Yes.
So you could either get a Light in the Void.
What's the magazine capacity for this one?
For this one? 5 shots.
Rifle or simply shotgun?
Both.
Mm.
So it's 10 shots total. But it does something more than that. It's very, very advanced ballistics with this. If you want this one, just tell me after I do this thing, okay? I know it sounds confusing. He's going to... Oh, look! That's a major misdemeanor. I can't blow up a cable car.
I need to do a
That rock over there. He points down to a rock just on this the cliff wall. Watch this. And he would take... he would essentially flip a switch to bring it back to the rifle portion. Take a shot at it. You would see a cloud of gas. Green gas just emerge around the rock. And then this switches it back to the shotgun. Boom. It ignites the gas and explodes.
Oh, nice.
You see a couple people run and like look at what is this? Okay, do you want this?
Yes.
All right.
Thank you. And he's gonna just kind of walk away before the
Okay.
enforcement comes.
Yeah. All right. You now have the Heritage gun, which is not a gun that I invented.
Deathloop reference.
That is a Deathloop reference.
Heck yeah.
For those of you that have not played Deathloop, it is officially in the Dishonored universe, and there is a shotgun, precisely like I just described, that was the entire crux of the argument that it's in the same universe as Dishonored, because it says Imperial Armory on it, and it has etched on the side the Clockwork Tower in Dunwall in it. So, yeah, there you go. It does transform. It's really weird. It definitely is not practical whatsoever. It's absolutely like a Jindashian prototype kind of thing. It's cool though. But there you go.
Jindosh is like, I could have made it mud-proof, but
I will send you the stats for that in between this section and the next.
Okay. It can fire multiple different types of shells, right? Like
That's correct. Yeah, it can fire regular buckshot, regular slugs, and the gas rounds. Or shotgun can't fire the gas rounds. Rifle fires gas rounds. Shotgun ignites it. We will need to take just a very, very, very brief break. We will be back in probably, I'd give it 4 minutes. See you all in a bit. Welcome back. We're back. So, you have your heritage gun now. It would not be hard to meet up with the rest of the party. What's the plan?
The three of us, LG and Anton and I, were going to the Void while they were doing their things.
Okay.
Because we need to make quick progress with this.
Leo would ask, I have heard a little bit about this void resilience kind of thing. If you want someone that can tolerate being in the void, I suppose I have some experience in that department.
It's alright, I wouldn't want you to go back.
Are you sure?
You spent long enough there.
Alright, I appreciate it.
We'll be back though before Count I and the rest of this. We're
Alright,
just
who better?
rocketing off.
Alright, are you all going to do this from the premiere on the way over, or what are you doing it?
In Mikhail's house after we meet up with everybody while he's getting the gun and he's talking with Sherry and Emmett.
Okay.
Fast as possible.
Alright,
Quick life.
so roll that check for forming a void portal. Where, well, you're just going to the void first.
I don't know if that other one's a success.
Great, I don't have any more spiritual remedy.
I've
Wait,
got an elixir.
what's that?
I've got an elixir if we need it.
An elixir. Okay.
I'm gonna need more
Uh,
something before we.
I didn't take it with me, but LG, did you want those cases of like the antique salute? Yes.
You have
Okay.
cases of that?
Yeah. We kind of inherited those. They kind of belong to a museum, technically. Kind of belong to the.
They're not doing anyone any good in a museum.
Can spare them.
They're doing us a lot of good saving the world. Let's just use them.
I mean, all right, that was their intention. I'll go fetch them. Might take a little bit though. Maybe you should do this thing first.
I can't
Right.
get us back out if we go in right now.
I've got an elixir. Is that what you need?
Did you guys buy the spiritual? Star Spiritual Solution will run you $50 or 50 banknotes a bottle. I know that's more expensive. That's for a reason.
I
Fab
have
is
one.
rich.
Do you need? How many do you need?
I have 6 mana.
I don't know how to convert that into what you can and can't
It takes
do, man.
4 for each, so I can do 1 right now.
Okay, so I can refill your mana.
Yes, that's probably fine.
So we got it? We're good?
I think so.
I just
Okay.
realized
I just need to check
my
it.
notes. Barrett had an extra revolver, so I didn't need to buy one.
There you go.
But
Good, you picked the heritage gun then.
Okay. And I can use swiftly on this because I've been stressed about how long everything's been taking this entire time, and I'm actively trying
You're
to
lucky
speed
there's a
everyone
ticking
up.
clock on this. Yes, you can use swiftly.
You're
Thank
lucky
you.
it's 9:30 and we haven't got to the void yet.
So that's 3 successes.
All right. You're in. Welcome to the void. Everybody roll a void resilience check. Difficulty of 2. Time to get used to the void.
What is this check again?
Survive. Forcefully. Void resilience. And or... No, yeah, void resilience.
Holy moly. I also got 3.
One momentum, one momentum.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going?
No, he's over with Sherry and Emmett.
That's right.
Yeah,
You
And
going?
he's getting the
Left me
gun.
out.
he was getting the gun.
Oh, okay. LG got 3 successes as well. Okay.
Wow.
Momentum all around.
It's beautiful.
Welcome to the void.
Serendipitous way to
Huh.
enter.
Actually, kind of pretty. I dig it.
It's not so bad once you get used to it, is it?
All right. Where are we going and who do we need to shoot? I'm sorry, I'm not the shooting guy now.
Well, who are we going to first?
The carpenter.
Carpenter was in the...
Furniture store,
Furniture
Dunwall, right?
So we're going
Is
there.
that where she died?
Went out with a 5 early. I don't know if you saw the picture, but there was like a board with nails in it. Anyway, and I'm gonna like open
Nice.
Okay. So I have to go there with a void portal and then open a void portal back to the void.
Yes.
This is gonna... We should have had more.
It's okay. We can find more Dunwall if we have
Okay.
to.
I'm gonna... Yeah. So I'm gonna open the portal to there.
All right. Roll the check. Difficulty of...
And I need this stuff now.
Okay.
So I will take it now because I otherwise don't have any more to do this.
Soda! Give me a soda right now.
I think mine's actually just.
You'll be
the
stuck at the
lowest
point if you don't give me a soda.
I swear, after all this void trips, you're just gonna be so like needing to burp. It's like, I'm sorry, I
right.
chugged like 8 sodas.
That's 2.
It's gotta be 2.
What was the
Big
difficulty on this check?
2.
Okay, yes, I got 2.
So you open the portal, and you see it is not a furniture store now.
What is it?
It is a safe store. They sell safes.
I hope she didn't die like in one of the places. Does it matter if she died in one of the anyway?
Are you all stepping through?
The ritual thing, we came out close to Leo, but not where Leo was. It's probably fine if
Right.
we just go back into the void from here.
Anyway, let's get out.
Okay. So you step into the portal and into reality, and there's just a clerk there. Excuse me, what are you all doing in Winslow Safe Store?
We're
You all
just
break
passing
in?
through.
Oh.
We'll be heading out. Thank you.
Yeah, your store's too safe to break in anyway.
I miss the Abbey. Alright, make another check. You know how, like, to kill the original outsider, you needed to find, like, the twin-bladed knife? I never thought about this, but the weapon to kill the carpenter is the 2x4. Just imagine that as the MacGuffin. We need to find the unholy 2x4 with a nail in it.
I just like the idea that it's like it has transformed itself to like try and fit the mystique, but it's still a 2x4 with a nail, and it's just made out of like voidness, and it's like it's trying so hard to be really cool.
Yep.
And it's a board with a nail in it, which is really cool. I like it, but it's a board with a nail in
Should
it.
I re-roll one or make the other critical?
I mean, would you be able to succeed if you made the other one critical? Or is the 18 not going to be a success either way?
I mean, this is not a success, but this one would be.
But if
that
you
was a
make that
success.
into a critical and it's 2, and that's not a success, then you only get 2, and that means you can't get into the void, right?
No, the last check was 2.
Is the one to get into the void also a 2, or is it a 3?
It's 2.
Oh. I don't know, maybe it's critical.
Yeah. Okay. I made this one a critical, so now it's 2 successes.
Alright,
In principle, that's better than 2.
welcome to the void.
That's true.
You all narrowed down the location precisely this way. It wasn't like, let's go to Morley, and then like walking to it. You open the portal and you see her face right in front of you, of the carpenter.
You want the honor this time?
Sure. Walk up, get really close. Helen Irwell?
Say that again?
Helen Irwell?
Okay, alright. It sounded like Helena. That's not my name.
Actually, I'm not gonna stop being an outsider because that's not my real name. Call me by my real name and then we can talk.
Levi, if you were stuck in the void, everyone would be like, Levi Simpson.
Levi Simpson. Levi Simpson.
Levi Simpson!
And then someone would be like, Robert Levi Simpson, and I still wouldn't do anything, and they'd be like, huh, huh, huh. I don't sign my name that way.
No
I
one
use all
will
my
know.
names when I sign my name, and for my
There's a
initials.
true measure of whether you'd be close friends with Levi is could you free him from the void?
Could anyone here free me from the void?
Yes.
I'm not sure. What are all my names?
It's Robert Levi James Simpson.
You don't need the
Whoa.
full thing.
Wow, free
Wait,
from the
you're
void.
I sign my name with all my names.
It's like
Except I use
it's like you
the
say
J is
that,
just the
and
initial.
then there's like a
Okay.
moment, nothing happens, and like before like the game activates, like bing, achievement, freed from the void.
Does she?
Achievement, all 4 names.
All 4 names.
Anyway,
You have to talk to
anyway.
everyone I've ever known.
Anyway.
So anyway, does she come out?
She does. You would see stone dissolve back into flesh. That is not at all what I expected was going to happen.
What'd you expect? By the way, we should get out.
Roll a void resilience check.
Oh my gosh. You have the cane and mana, right?
Yes, this time
Whoa.
it's 2.
Whoa. I got 4.
Alright, 2 points of momentum. You're good. Helen is not. Just get me out of
It's
here
alright,
this minute.
just hold on a second.
I'm gonna open it right now.
It's gonna be just
If you need more momentum, I have an extra one that's gonna be lost.
I have
This one's gonna be lost next scene.
3.
Same.
You know?
I'm gonna be Yeah, I got 3 successes by using momentum.
And where are you going right now?
I'm going right back to Mikhail's house.
Oh, never mind.
Were
Not
we-
Dumble.
Wait, were we supposed to go to
No,
Dunwall?
it's okay, it's okay.
Were we? Well, was
I
that
had
plan?
assumed for
Anton
some reason,
would
but that
know
was
the
not the
plan.
plan.
So the plan was to go back to his house.
I don't know what the plan was. I just assumed we were dropping this lady off where she came from.
She would enjoy Panda's.
I don't have enough mana to do
That's
that.
all right. That's all right. We will make it work.
She's gonna have to take an airship like everyone else.
I feel like they're like, oh my gosh, I'm alive and I'm out of the void. Yeah, sorry, we can't drop you off back at your house. I think she'll be fine.
You have money
Considering
for
that she
trip.
died 2 years ago,
Yeah. She might.
someone else has that house now.
Well, I mean, it's a safe store, right?
Hey,
No.
Draper's Ward is like
That was
really
yeah.
high,
Well,
in
I
high
mean,
demand.
what-
That's
what's,
a
like,
fancy
Sears
area.
business, where it's like
That's fair.
house on the
You know,
second
now that
floor.
it's not being
That's
ruled
a
by
good point.
gangs.
Anyway.
Yes, you're going back to Mikhail's house?
Yeah.
Yes.
I can't drop her off. We would be stuck in Dunwall.
It's alright.
So,
She'll deal
you
with
open the portal again and she just stumbles out into Mikhail's house.
Take a deep breath. It's all right. You're among friends.
Leo would also be there, and he hands this woman a glass of orange juice.
He was also an
Trust me,
outsider
try it.
for a bit.
No, I know you.
Yeah, you were
I
both
know you.
outsiders.
They did have a podcast.
We don't need an introduction. We know each other.
Do all you know each other?
Yes, we had
You-
brunch on Tuesdays.
I don't suppose you knew the names.
No, I don't.
Oh,
I just knew the titles.
right.
Are you feeling all right?
Are we just building a nice gathering of outsiders here? I mean, you got the diplomat. What?
That's incidental, actually.
He's telling the truth. I'm just kind of here. But we've freed the lurker. That's it, right?
Unfortunately.
Would Sab and Barrett
Others
be
got
back
killed.
by this point?
Yes, I'll allow you guys to be back.
So since we went to you
What?
and we got you out, you're not going to get killed like...
He's gonna come back.
Mikhail locks his windows. There's been a lot of break-ins in this neighborhood. All of them were by you.
I broke it.
Oh, you did? That's right. Yeah.
I broke into
You
Sherry's house.
collectively.
So it goes around to the door.
This side of the room.
Okay. All right.
Now we could go back in.
I will need more of that stuff before we go.
Where are we
Elsie, how
going?
far away was Cyclone's stash?
We can meet him halfway or something.
It's
definitely-
back at his workshop. Back in the Heights, on a rooftop. Oh, how's he gonna? How did he get those crates up there? It's like cases and stuff.
We should probably go help him.
He probably has some fancy crane or like an elevator or something
We should
like
just
that.
start going. It's really... We
Are
don't
you all
have
out
enough
of
time.
The soda?
I don't have any. I used it all.
He used
I
my
had to-
one vial.
I had to break out of prison, and I had to do a bunch of other stuff very all at once. Finding the names and stuff, that drained a little bit. And this also took a little bit.
Okay.
He's been doing a lot of the void.
All right. Let's go back to the Heights and just go from there. It's not take too long to get to the Heights. Just a cable car ride, and essentially LG would lead you to the building where they were all at, and Cyclone exits from an elevator that's there, just like the one that you saw in Maxim Kenrick's suite, and he has a small two-wheel dolly and 3 cases of the solution.
Are any of them open?
No, but they can be.
I would like to stock up.
Yeah, I'm gonna like grab
Kind of same.
like 4 for each pocket.
4 will be the maximum you can carry. They're about this big, and
I will take
okay.
4.
4
I'll
is
take
4 is
4.
already like.
I'll take
If you have
4.
those on your person, if you're trying to sneak, those will clink,
Oh.
clink, clink.
I don't care. We're gonna be in the void. Where are we gonna be hiding from?
Well, we're gonna have to sneak on
Yeah.
2 different ships to get into
You
the
can
void.
get more later.
Are we doing that yet though? Because we can worry
I mean,
about that later.
You know what? That's fair enough. I will take 4 for now.
Yeah, we can stash those somewhere else.
Before.
All right,
we
LG,
get
why
on
don't
that
you
one.
just bring
Yeah.
those to the premiere?
Can grab 4 too.
I can't believe we're giving away these priceless artifacts. You know these were supposed to be like plague cure, right?
Yeah, I know.
You know that there's gonna be like a different kind of plague, right? Sort of.
It's likely that most of the world will die off if we let Talvin get what he can.
I know.
They're kinda
I know.
serving
I'm
their
not saying you
intended
shouldn't
purpose
do
in
it.
a
I'm
way.
just like.
Yes, we appreciate that these are historical
I guess I
artifacts
could
and they're really
technically turn
awesome.
the
I
crates
know they're
into gold.
awesome. They're so good.
What?
I can keep turning. I don't know. I've turned a few things to gold. The bars in the prison
What?
You just
stand.
create
what?
gold.
Suddenly,
Yeah.
a whip cracks and snaps as a man in what looks to be a cowboy hat says, "It belongs in a museum."
Sam, get away from me, you little crazy
Anyway.
Alright, pack it.
It's Sloan Bay Jonathan.
Back in. I'm opening another void portal.
Just in the lobby.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anton's past Karen. He's like, I'm a weird person.
Whoa.
Not to be confused with WAP.
Where are we?
I'm putting
Okay.
that in quotes and highlights.
We're going to clarify. The
We're
plan
going
is
to
now,
where the pugilist died.
and the pugilist died in Albarca Bats. So we're going to the Albarca Bats.
Sure.
Question. So we're
We're setting the trap.
okay. We're not releasing him because we need him as bait. But then
Correct.
we release
We're
him.
setting the trap at the site.
Are we
Do we have a
not? Are we
second
coming back to town
Yeah, we
at all?
can't release him.
Yes.
Okay.
We
Because
can't
we're
release
going back
him
to town
until-
so we can all fly
We
down
didn't
together
have to have his name on the step,
Count Eye.
but Angela's not
Okay.
going to let
After
people
this.
step.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
Barrett's gonna go with you guys then.
Should Sav come?
Up to you, man.
I mean, everyone's going.
How much?
Do I have anything I need to do?
Hey Spencer,
Yes.
is void ray dangerous to touch?
Yes. I don't mean
Yes
to
and
answer
no.
for you.
Would Barrett?
No. Yes. Yes.
People have said
Prolonged
you should
exposure
not be
to the
touching
void
that.
will give you shard disease.
Okay. Barrett's.
Can Sav grab some like thick gloves because he's gonna be probably using void daggers?
Do you have gloves?
He has.
Does
Fancy,
Cyclone
he has the
have
fancy
gloves
white
in his
gloves
workshop?
unless you have the fancy white gloves.
Fancy
There
white
was-
gloves will not protect you from radiation.
Another thing that I think we've been told is that if they're used as void artifacts, and specifically the void energy is kind of being channeled,
Mm-hmm.
then it's different.
Correct.
Is that something that we could do?
Correct.
Okay.
LG intends to do that actually.
Okay. So potentially we'll be okay. We just need to
And it's
handle
one
it
time.
in the meantime.
It's one time anyway. It's not like it's.
And some of us are dying.
Actually, real quick, LG
a
would.
lot of us.
Okay, Heisel. Next word lesson. This word is can sometimes in context be used as zero, but I believe the best translation for it in our context is null. This is on every single void artifact. He is dragging Heisel away to have. This is a secret conversation
Why do you think
I-
that is?
Huh?
Why do you think someone would be
because it nullifies the void waves that turn people into stone.
Oh, so if we just put that on the island, we good?
Should.
What's the word?
You're
How do you say it?
not getting this. All right.
Hide a little void. No, Talon. I can't now. I just.
No, my ability to turn people into other versions of me.
Barrett's
Alright.
going to go whisper to LG and ask him, would a void right slug be feasible?
Like a snail?
He
This
pulls
is
he pulls a
exactly
couple shells out. No, like these.
Those are bullets.
Okay.
Yeah, entirely fair.
Okay. Would
Entirely fair.
would a bullet made of void right be feasible?
Sure. I think so. Do you want one?
I want a bunch if I can.
Okay. Well, we'll see how well this goes in here. All right. Time to go.
Should I grab void right while we're in there?
Sure. Sure, we can get a chunk for you. Hey, does anybody have red gloves here? Red gloves? Anybody?
I don't really mind handling void right. I've done it before. And my heart's kind of like void right.
I mean,
so-
I have a pair myself, but like,
Could I get some of those?
I have a pair.
Are they
I'll just.
are they
help
just
you
gloves
handle
that
it.
are red, or are they specific?
No,
kind
it's
of-
like a name for them. Like the Void Right miners up in like Void's Fence.
I
They
think
were
it's
red
safe
gloves.
Mine, void
safe
right?
to say that we don't.
You haven't picked up on that yet? How do you think the airships take off?
How do you think they get void theme?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I've been kind of just going. I guess they can't just go to the void.
No.
He gets
We're going to
void
the
from
void.
me.
Listen.
I
There's
don't know
a
where she gets it.
Listen.
Well,
You'll get a
this is-
Pendician geography
Yeah,
lesson
like-
once this is all done. I'll tell you about all the Void Right mines. And Peril's fleet. That's a big Pandician tale.
So you have red gloves and I don't care. So we have 2 people who can handle it.
Yeah. We'll be
Now
good.
let's get moving.
He would pull out very, very thick red rubber gloves.
Wait, Sybil gave me some of those to deal with the Void Rat Core and the Hastings device.
Do you presently have them?
Yeah.
Actually, but this and she'll fish them out with these two.
Yeah. They're really heavy-duty gloves, but sure, yeah.
So not like
Pink hazmat suit. Yeah.
Alright, so we're ready to go?
All right, let's do it.
Random thing, does Sap have
Dang
a
it.
sword? Because I don't remember, did he get another bone? Or another whale blade?
A whalebone sword?
Or he has a whaler's blade. 'Cause he
Oh,
had,
yes.
He had one, and I think he lost any. Did he get another?
2 whaler swords?
Yeah, because there was one that got exploded, and I think there was another one that was in the museum.
I had to do this anyway. This is fine.
You only had one, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
And you've got like
And it was not gone, but it's stolen.
Yeah. Yeah!
You don't know that.
So,
Yeah!
You think it's blown up.
did I take
Yeah.
damage on a fail?
Hmm?
I only got 1.
Yes, you do take damage.
Okay.
1 point of stress.
Can I make a void sword? I probably asked them. about
Wow.
Yeah,
Making void
that's what we're
everything.
doing in here. Remember?
that. Yeah, but like not just a void knife, like a void sword.
Sure, you can make a void dagger longer. Yeah.
Will it work as a sword? Will I be able to
That's
fence it?
barely
Oh,
2
my
successes.
Yeah,
That's
I think so.
I got 2 successes.
Okay. This one is a bit hard to actually actively open, but it does open. The void. Everybody,
Go.
void insanity check.
I
Okay,
just
I guess-
drank some of the solution. Can I not make that check?
Yes, I'm
Instead.
going in. Also,
Was it Piero's?
If that's the
Remedy?
stuff they had in the crates, then yes.
If you just drank a Piero's remedy, you are good.
I just did.
Come on, come on.
2?
Yes!
2 from
2.
LG. Lee Barrett, you going in? 3, 1 point of momentum.
Hey. We're getting
All
pretty
right.
good at this.
Welcome to the void. All right,
Man, this place still
now
sucks.
back out to Kanaka.
time to go home. Ooh,
That's home for you.
you didn't know that?
That's why I
Sorry,
asked
my
if his,
stunning good looks not give it away.
That's why I asked if his family went to the same place that this person was from.
I
They
mean,
might have.
Get the Sarkona. We can't another Kanaka.
You don't know their lives.
Okay, fair.
A critical success.
All right. Bam. Void portal is open. Am I going to be comical or serious? I was comical with the safe store. Let's be serious. So, it is... Actually, it's the middle of the night. There's no one in. There's no fight going on. But you would see a dark fight house. It's a bat house that's been turned into a fighting arena. But yes, you are there. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. You're going to the office. That is in the Albarca Bats.
I'm going wherever the person died.
Yeah, that's where you're going. So you go into this dingy old office, and you would see it is actually connected to the Albarca Bats. But
Where's the Albarca Bats? It's in Serkonos?
it's in Karnaka.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Going into the void again. 3 successes.
3. 1 point of momentum.
Yeah, nice.
Alright.
Welcome to the void. Okay. You see the pugilist, frozen in voidrite. Actually, it's technically just stone. It's a little odd. I don't know why. Just the detail that the games have. And you would see the voidrite island that you all are on right now seems to be pretty well shaped for your intents and purposes. It is about, there's probably 20 square feet of, I'll say 30 square feet of surface you can walk on, and it is indeed floating, as everything is in the void. And he is at the center of it. I did just roll for this. There could have been an option that it's just a horrible place for an ambush, but I rolled well in your guys' favor.
Woo!
Nice.
How are we doing this? Where are we putting the sigils? How are we hiding them?
Should
Like-
brought rope. Void resilience check, everyone.
Hecking yeah.
It's a good thing I came prepared.
Don't tell me.
Huh?
I've got so many void points. I will re-roll both of them because I can.
Yeah, you were on the thing that mitigates it. Oh.
I'm just
I
going
never
to
even
make this a
thought
critical
Liza
success.
might be the one that needed that.
No, I mean, yeah.
Are you sure that's not a success anyway?
No, because it's forcefully is the thing. I've got survive 7, but forcefully is 4, so it's like 7 and 4 is 11 plus the 5 is 16.
Oh.
Oh,
Shoot.
So actually just over.
All right, what did everyone get? 2? You're good? 4? 2 points of momentum unless you used it. Did you use momentum?
no.
Okay, congratulations. Nice. Anton, you're on drugs. You're good.
I'm on drugs.
Okay.
This is how
I love how
We do not contain actual substance abuse in this stream. It is fictional, and we don't support it.
We don't condone
No,
it.
we don't support them doing
We
it.
do contain it, we don't condone it.
Do we contain it if it's fake?
Yes.
We
In
contain
play.
depictions of substance abuse.
Depictions of substance.
It's like death sticks and stuff.
I mean, we would have to put it as
Yes.
a content warning if we were a TV
You don't
show.
want to
Yeah,
Point
that's
is, people love you, don't use drugs. I mean, except for medical purposes.
right. That's right.
Because
Preach.
Anyway.
because those
Pharmaceutical
are
drugs
important.
Anyways.
as to
Anyways,
you
I was
guys
about to
see
freak
what's
out.
true.
In the void.
Okay, everyone. Welcome to the void. LG digs into his pack. I'm so glad I came prepared to this. And pulls out... Oh, crap. What's these called? A Pycon, I think it's called. It's a climbing tool.
Piton?
A Python. Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it pronounced Python or Python?
I have no idea.
Okay.
That's why I didn't pronounce it.
Yes. I think Python.
Piton.
Piton.
It is not Python.
I'm Anton. This is my Piton. I was a runner, now I'm a climber. I use pitons.
Okay.
Antosh, could you open a portal back? I think it'd be probably better if one of us split off and just kind of looked for the name of the combatants in the ring to see if we could find out the pugilist's name and...
Can I roll insight on
Can
her
I roll
behavior?
insight?
What's that?
Can I roll insight on her behavior?
Same.
Sure.
Just now that I think of it, it might be a slightly better use of time if we split forces.
1.
Yeah, personally, I prefer to go do the investigation myself, but
Two.
look around for Mario and the
Yeah,
trickster
no,
guy.
definitely, for sure.
What's that?
1.
Are you trying to hide anything right now?
Nope. Not necessarily.
Okay. What do you want to tell these fine gentlemen about their insight checks that they rolled?
I'm not doing great.
Heisel, it's okay.
No, someone needs to actually try and
I
find the
really-
name of this guy.
Yeah, go back. You got this. It's gonna be fine. We'll take care of it.
It's, yep, just
Not now.
let me
Not
know
now.
about the
If you need to drink it,
tell me
remember
exactly where they
that.
are. Give me a chance
Heisel,
to
do you
know
need to
somewhere.
take a sip of the juice that you have in your pockets?
Not if you go through the portal, but if you need to, remember
Please
that.
do not call it juice.
Well, the other
I will go ahead
soda.
and do that.
Yeah, because it's carbonated. This is like a weird...
So
Now
uncarbonated
that's
makes
what
it juice.
What?
If it's not carbonated, then it's juice.
It doesn't have...
Carb the sigils.
I don't know what if it's fruit. Okay,
I
fine.
have rope and a grappling hook. if we
I'll
need
take a
it.
sip of
Oh,
the...
that's perfect. Can I borrow that?
Yeah.
Sorry, I need to
Heisel,
carve
have a
these.
drink of this.
He would
And I
attach
will
it
go
to the
ahead
python,
and take it.
which is like an anchor in
So.
the stone.
Mhm.
Okay, time to repel. Anton, could you make a portal in midair in case I fall?
How long do I know that those last typically? Because I feel like typically those haven't lasted an infinite amount of time, and I couldn't just shift them around the.
Oh no,
edge.
I'm just saying if I fall, could you like
Couldn't we
react
just tie
quickly?
the rope
Oh,
around your
I
wrist?
do
I am.
quickly.
I'm just.
Could
I
react
don't trust
quickly.
things perfect.
I do quickly.
What's that?
I do everything quickly. I'm
Okay.
not good at waiting.
Good to
honestly.
know. Okay.
Barrett's going to spot for him and
Yeah. Could one of you like? I have it anchored, but could one of you just watch this and make sure that it doesn't go out? And he would have a climbing harness and actually hook it up to himself. Okay, time to repel.
Do we have to roll anything
That was
for...
also ready to
spotting.
help.
I will go ahead and count this as you're assisting LG. So go ahead and roll 1 dice, please, both of you.
What's the...
This is Tinker.
Tinker...
Carefully or forcefully, because you're holding on tightly.
Any focuses... If we're holding on tightly, can we like apply brawling here as like a fight.
I know, I get where you're going with that, but it's interaction with objects. It's
Acrobatics?
Well, it's a
understanding
focus.
How harnesses work and stuff in the circus?
I feel like Cirque du Soleil would have.
I'll
a lot
allow
of
a
this kind of
circus
stuff.
focus of 3.
I have a
Oh.
circus focus.
You, yeah.
I'm just happy about that.
It
Nothing.
would be
Nothing.
4, but
Okay.
LG does not have a clown nose on, so it just changes
It
the
doesn't
whole
help.
dynamic.
One.
Woo!
Okay. I appreciate that. So LG's like, okay, well, you know what? I just need to get this over with. And he just falls backwards, which is not what you're supposed to do with this at all.
That's not what you.
And you immediately make sure and give him, you grab the rope tight, but still give him enough slack to make it
Just
somewhat
like
slow as
I am ready.
Whoa! Sorry. I know. I did this a long time ago. It's okay. Okay.
You
So do you
repelled
have-
in the void.
Not in the void.
Let him carve.
Have you seen like
No
Shinigami's
backseat
All
carving.
right.
Anton, can you focus on getting some void fiend out to the knives and swords, bullets, and whatever else we want to do?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I wouldn't know about the bullets. The knives and
Everybody,
swords
another
and
void
everything.
resilience check for me, please. You're gonna keep doing this for every sigil he has.
You just did the thing.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, I just took a sip of the stuff.
We have 2 people on the fun stuff.
The fun stuff.
We're both juice stuff. Juice
It
stuff
would
and
be
void
us.
resilient in
It
that.
would be us.
It would be us. I'm gonna take drugs to fix 3 problems.
3.
Kaiser's like,
1 point of
"I'm
momentum.
reasonable."
1 point of momentum.
And that sounds like.
Use that.
That
thing,
one was a
that's
void
okay.
fiend too.
Sounds like.
This is like,
She's
I got
like,
like a
I'm
little
not putting
put
12 of
in
those in
the
the tea. It is not going to
And
taste
Anton's
good.
like, how about it doesn't?
All right, Anton, what are you doing?
I am trying to. Do we have anything to carve out pieces of void ray?
Did you bring anything with you?
My hands.
Let me check.
No.
I think,
he has the equipment with
Sab
him.
has.
I think canonically, I
Tinker
don't
tools.
have anything but clothes right now.
Okay.
Sab has tinker tools, a few knives.
Yeah.
Tinker tools will
We
cut
haven't
it.
gone shopping yet.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
It's not Mason's tools, but
And everything I take
it'll
with me.
it'll cut it.
Are you? Yeah.
I got gloves, that'd be
Oh.
good.
I'm gonna help.
Very low. My fingers. They'll help you.
Yeah. Wear the gloves though.
Yeah.
Put on.
Yeah.
your dress.
So
I'm not afraid of the void.
I'll
I like that,
barehanded,
they're
just
fast.
get my hands all up in there because my everything is gonna turn to stone anyway or crumble to ash or something. So it does not matter.
Not how
And
you should do
try
it.
to carve the stuff with the stuff.
And I will aid him with the gloves and the tools.
All right. So, Tinker check. Carefully.
Do you?
No.
Do you, I have one. Do you want it?
I have a
Cleverly?
momentum. I would take.
How are you doing this cleverly?
Do you have
Uh,
anything else you're thinking of using it for?
I am envisioning
I don't
the
think
end
so.
product
It's
in
gonna be
my
gone at
mind
the end of
as
the
I
scene
carve,
also.
so
Nope.
that we can cut
I
the
don't
Yeah,
think there's
leg.
anything else
Nope.
using it for, unless
Then-
it's like carving.
I had to try.
Then yeah, I guess I'll
What
take
about boldly?
Because I also have one more, so if we really have.
Hey everybody, I'm cutting this void rat.
Hey
No.
guys!
No.
Wait.
Whoa!
You don't need help. You can help, but you don't.
Did you
need
roll
help.
3?
You rolled 3 ones, everyone.
3.
3 ones.
I got.
You have done the best.
I've got 7 successes.
That is
by
the best
myself
anyone.
on 4 dice.
Picture.
7
Everyone,
successes.
picture. Remember.
Wait. On 4?
1, 2, 3, 4
Oh.
dice. This one's still my momentum. That one's a success. That's 3 criticals. With no focus. I don't even know if there was a focus. It
Man.
literally doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Wow.
That's incredible.
Please.
You deserve
Whoa.
to become like an outsider.
Oh my word. Hey, we
And
just got
like boop boop boop.
Check
What
chat.
is an
Look
outsider?
at
And he
Atlas
just is.
21701.
I know. I
Isn't
know.
that crazy?
You
I'm
are
literally
correct.
checking
This
chat.
is bonkers odds. This is terrible odds.
Yeah.
I cannot believe that this.
Good to
just
see you, by the
happened.
way. Thanks for joining.
Heck.
Oh
yeah.
my gosh. Oh my god. That's never gonna happen to me
Okay,
again.
okay, so you're cutting
Okay.
out Void right with 7 successes.
7?
Plus whatever
8,
you got.
8 successes because I'm
I have-
helping you.
She's
For those of
helping.
you-
She's like, oh, I can, and she like touches something. And just
Okay.
oh,
So-
attacker pops up.
Yes, I.
It pops out.
I know. We just wanted to identify you by
Like,
like your username.
It pops out
But
into the shape of
good to see you,
daggers and
Nathaniel.
swords.
Haisel's just
Like,
like
sure, thumbs up. Whoop.
moving the stuff away
Um,
to clear the area. She's like, this
Okay.
is gorgeous.
So,
Spencer
what's the
Toss.
end product?
Everything.
No, just tell me like what.
Make it fancy. Make it cool.
I'm gonna make
Give me a
very,
really cool void sword.
very like in keeping with the void. I'm gonna make some like throwing daggers, some like stabby daggers, and a void sword because Sad seems to be very enthusiastic.
So,
about that.
throwing daggers. How many?
How many people do we have? Do I
Got
just
a
get
lot
to
of
say as many as I
That uses a
want,
lot of.
or are
Don't
you
test
gonna?
me.
While he's
I
doing
know.
that,
That's why I'm trying to.
while
I
he's
did get 8
doing
successes.
that, can Barrett pull out a shell, pull the slug out, and ask him to make those?
LG, we got.
Sure. Yeah. Oh, you just want to put like the pellets in,
Gum.
or I don't know what the. You're talking like buckshot, or are you talking like a
Slug.
slug? Okay.
Mm.
The slug.
I don't know, man.
Sure. Yeah, you can ask him to do that.
Isn't this
We
gonna be
can try, like-
trash if thrown?
He's going
Well,
to
yeah,
pull
he's
one of his
got
own
it
slugs out and
thrown,
pull
but
the
I guess one
slug
of
out
them
of the
is
shell
dagger.
Yeah.
to show him
Would be
what it's
decent
supposed to look
at
like.
Yeah.
throwing
Okay. Yeah, that
those
works.
things.
Sadly.
I would call
Anton.
it 2 or 3 of us.
Okay.
Sadly not.
Can you make me like as many of these as you can?
I don't know how many that's gonna be, but
Hold on. First, what are you trying to make here?
Okay.
What is everything you're trying to make with the void right here, other than the ritual slab?
4 throwing daggers,
Okay.
1 stabby dagger per person.
Per person.
Per person. That's going to be
In the final fight.
in the final fight.
Do we know who's going to be in the final fight?
We're estimating 8.
Something like that.
If I can, 8, and 1 sword.
We could substitute the
And
sword
then-
for a dagger.
How many shots are you gonna do?
Okay,
I need
okay.
a sword.
Well, I'm just
I'm gonna
thinking
cut
if he
you
gets
off there.
overwhelmed.
Sorry, I should do what you need to do.
Can I have like a couple?
You can
of this
you can
stuff?
make a lot of this stuff, but essentially what I'm giving you is it's going to be just I mean a crazy chance of this happening. An impossible chance. But as soon as you strike the rock, 7 items of your choice are going to be perfectly shaped. Obviously, it's not going to be like appears perfectly geometric and anything, but like, you know, when you find like when you're a kid and you're playing pretend and you find like the perfect stick gun, like the stick that's perfectly shaped like a gun.
Mm.
It's like that.
The
but
fault
with
lines
void.
haven't run in perfect.
It
This
might need a little
happened
bit
to me
more
the other
work.
day. I was sawing something and it just fell. The wood just fell away before I made another cut,
Yeah,
and it was exactly where I was going to cut it. Clean,
Yeah.
straight.
it happens.
perfect.
Yeah, it's like that, except you had 7 of those.
So we gotta default to like
Yeah.
So what are the 7
It's
things?
very
the daggers
Minecraft.
are what's actually gonna
Yeah.
turn Talbot.
Could we, at the same time, if I get the opportunity to make everything perfect, I'm gonna add the sword.
No, for sure.
So 6
the-
stabby
nice.
daggers and 1 sword,
Okay.
and then I'll see.
The
about-
chunk of
I feel
void
like the
right
slugs are gonna be easy.
splinters into splinters. 7 shards, one longer than the others. Not with the best grips already, but that's something that can be pretty easily taken. But they're all 7 sharp pieces of void right. What's going on up there? That sounded like a shattery noise. Am I falling into the void?
No, it was a very good shattering noise.
So like, no, you're good. I don't know, they're doing stuff.
Is void right like magic in that it just does whatever you want it to?
I mean, if what you want to do is fly or get a lung disease, sure.
Neither of those. It's more like I got exactly what I hit it once.
Uh huh.
It was
And
actually
it's-
pretty remarkable.
Anyway,
Really?
so I've got some daggers and a sword already.
Just give me a minute to like.
Like,
Wait, did
sword
you
already?
did you secretly get marked by the carpenter last time or something?
Maybe it's like her last boon.
Yeah,
I don't
maybe.
know. But like,
This does strike me as something that one of the power that carpenter marked people can have. Go figure.
I would have thought that it would have been her if we didn't just take her out of the void, so I don't think she can do that right now. But, anyway,
I want to go ahead and carve the nullification symbol into all of the items that we'll be using.
Okay. Do you have a tool to do that?
I've got the tinker tools we have been using.
I'll allow it.
Avenge
And you have
with
gloves, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
The one Sybil got me.
Don't forget protection, everybody. Wear your PPA. No, PPE. That's it. What is... I don't know what PPA is.
Don't worry about it.
Protective.
I have my PPE. You can't stop me now. Okay.
See, don't touch saw blades.
Good to know.
Wear your PP.
Anyways, how's
No.
LG doing?
He's doing good. He did great the first time round. He's using that momentum. Totally botched that. That's why it's good to have a big canvas. Let's try that again. Wood resilience check, everybody.
Oh wait, I don't.
You know, big canvases, if you're using paint, it's better even because once the paint dries, you can just paint over it.
Yeah, I know.
I guess carving, you can just carve it away.
That's true. But I mean, no one's really gonna see this, so it's not the. It doesn't have to be a good piece of art. It just has to work.
Why not both?
How are
I
we
don't
gonna-
have the time for both.
How are
You're
we gonna
right.
know it's gonna work?
Okay.
Huh?
I got two.
How do we know it's gonna work?
We don't.
We're just gambling on it being close enough?
No, you're just gambling on me. So trust me, I got this handled. Don't worry, I took my vitamins today.
Have you slept in the last 2 days?
No, but that's not necessary or pertinent.
What?
Huh? What do you mean?
You didn't nap?
No?
I napped and it was terrible. You can't possibly have had a worse nap than I had, and you didn't nap?
I didn't. I have more important things to be doing right now.
So do
like
I.
this.
The precision of the things that you're carving right now are
Yes,
literally
background
life and
carving.
death for all of us.
Let
I
him
know,
carve.
but I'll know when they're wrong. It's okay. That's why I stopped making that last one and why I just perfectly did the next one. Good job, LG. Thanks, LG.
Good job, LG.
Thanks, Sab.
We're taking a nap when we get back.
We protectors support each other.
Yeah.
No time.
I'm gonna take away your research.
Good luck. I have multiple journals. Okay. One more void resilience check for me, please. This is the last
Wait.
one. He's almost
Okay.
done.
Every time.
Oh. Okay. This is where it does
Okay.
work. I don't have anything. Should I re-roll or drink my flask or something?
I mean, you could just take a sip from that, or I could just help.
Oh, I got none. So yeah, it's mine. I think it. Does it take a sip, use one, or like? I mean, that's fine if it does. Let's
Yes.
see. Okay. I think he'll
I
just.
apologize.
I think he'll just use that. He'll get him to 3, so he can sneak. 3.
Sneak?
You talk about if they have 4, it's gonna match with that.
I feel like if you have
You can
enough
sneak well with
pockets-
Okay. So
If you have more than 2 in a pocket, or if
Yeah.
you have at least 2 in a
So-
pocket, they're going to clink.
What I mean is, if you have enough pockets, you can have as many as you want. If you have one of those coats,
What if you're a woman and you have no pockets because the fashion industry hates you?
one in your
They
mouth.
don't in the Dishonored universe. You have pockets.
yeah.
That's
Okay,
right.
but for
Yeah,
most of
Dishonored.
history, women had pockets. It's just now that sucks for
Okay,
them.
guys,
And no one knows.
guys, focus, focus.
This is an important tidbit.
Yeah.
2.
Drank the thing.
Okay.
I had drank the whole thing ages ago.
Yeah.
To start.
And you drank 2.
Yes. I drink
Or
one.
he also succeeded.
We've drunk.
Okay. I think I am ready to get out of here. You guys can pull me up.
Okay.
Alright. I will allow a fight check now. This is definitely pure strength. Fight.
I am once
brawl.
again.
We are fighting
Watching.
algae.
Oh, is
And
it separate
wait.
checks or assisting or?
One of you needs to take the lead.
I mean, I guess I already rolled, so. I
All right,
guess
I'll
I'm doing it.
assist.
Fight.
Who's the strongest of you all?
Forcefully, 12.
Probably him,
Brawling.
Both have void atrophy.
Barrett's
Ooh,
probably
17.
stronger,
He has 2 successes.
but Barrett's got one.
Okay, 3. You pull him up safely. Oh, wow. Well, you know what they say about looking into the void. Let's go home.
Agreed.
All right.
Pick up some void right for me.
What's up?
Pick up some void right for me.
Yeah, sure. There's a few raw, unshaped chunks from what you did.
Yeah, I'm gonna like pick those up and you should not take these from my hands.
I can just take them.
I have a secure pack too.
Mhm. Sab has not seen his sword yet, so he's just.
You know, Anton, this stuff is really valuable. You could make a lot of money off of it. But also, last time somebody tried mining void right in the void kind of led to the void crisis. So maybe
Is
don't
that
do
what
that.
led
You
to
could
that?
just make gold.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say.
I've turned a whole
What?
ship to aluminum and turned the yellow paint to gold, and I've turned.
What the void is aluminum?
It's lighter than steel. It went fast.
What? Why is everyone looking at me like I'm stupid?
No.
No,
I was looking
you're not.
around.
We should
at
get out of
everyone
here.
that
Okay.
was.
Let's go home, please.
So about
Using
that
this one.
nap we're gonna take.
About the research I need to do to make sure our final plan actually works.
Oh, the die over here.
We have a bunch of knives to carve.
About that research assistant that you enlisted.
Ah, that's right. We'll get it done faster so I can do other tasks too.
So you can.
My luck is really good right now.
Hey.
5 successes, but I used a momentum.
Oh. Not too shabby though.
It's not.
You're killing
I think I've done another die that I have over here. Am I making that up?
Did you say 5 successes?
5 successes on, and I had momentum
All
to
right.
help.
You're out. Back to Mikhail's house, I suppose? There we go. And all we have to do is... Oh. We didn't get the name.
We still need the name, of course.
Yeah, I guess we'll do that on the
it.
way back.
To be,
Bye-bye nap.
not to be the devil's advocate here,
Yeah?
but if it really is a matter of hours until the world ends, do we have time to go back for the name?
If there's any way that we can get him out with the
Yeah.
name.
Yeah.
What if someone had done that and it was Leo? Leo was the last one and it was someone else on the line.
I'm
You
not
would not let
saying
them
it
do
wouldn't
that.
be preferable. Alright? I'm not saying it wouldn't be
You wouldn't
preferable.
let it
I'm
happen.
saying that if the thing that's keeping us from getting there in time and saving the world is going off and finding the name, you'd feel pretty bad, wouldn't you?
I'd feel
Anton,
pretty bad doing something that I wouldn't want someone to do to you.
Anton, if you were in the void and it was a choice between risking the entire world for your sake, wouldn't you be willing to sacrifice yourself?
It's a lot different for me.
Also,
I'm not
we
saying we
need the
should
void thing, like
do
the
that
void
anyway.
spikes, to do it. To deal with it. The name is easier. Okay?
The name is better all around and we need to get the name.
And remember,
we
we
have
do
time.
need the vacancy cleared if we are going to make this plan with Talbot work.
We're not going to
So the
rely on
only
him
options is-
killing someone,
Right.
and we're not going to kill him.
Which means we need to save him.
We need the name.
Listen, I don't know if it'll work, but I'll send a cable to my family and see if maybe my brother can do some research. It's not life-threatening to find out somebody's name.
Whatever we need to do anyway, we'd probably better do now.
All right,
We need to start heading down the county.
let's do it. And with the trap laid?
Laid?
Laid? Okay. Weird. We will have to end for tonight. So thank you very much for joining us, and we will see you next week, 7 o'clock. Have a good night.